What up, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Hope everybody's new week is off to a fantastic start. How we doing, chat? Attic Mouse with the first. Welcome in, Attic Mouse, James Fox, Odin, Jeezy, Schmeck, and Unknown. Yeah, sorry, could you stream later? I wanted to take a nap. Oh, yeah, no, my bad. Chat, who we raiding? Chat, who we raiding? Who's in the cat right now? Could raid Raffle. Sizak is streaming Sizak angle. Hello, everybody. Big exclamation mark and Wampy, hello. 3, hello. I'll do a sleep stream. Huge. James Fox with the 3 stream. Chat, how is our weekend going? Or our weekend. How is our new week going? God, how is the start to everybody's week? I hope everybody's week is starting fantastically. Okay? I'm on time. What's up, Ethan? Currently playing Arkham City. Huge. Spent the weekend with the girlfriend, so we're up. Huge. Eepy. That's how it's been in my household. My mom is still sick. I'm completely fine now, but my mother is still, like, about the same, I think. 3 with a 55 stream. Hell yeah. Also, I'm absolutely balling in Clash. I uninstalled Clash Loki. I watched Alt's video where he just ranted about how bad of a state Clash has been in. And, like, I was low-key debating uninstalling it for the longest time because, like, I do genuinely enjoy the gameplay loop, but, like, I was just investing so much time into it for absolutely nothing. And then I watched the Alt video where he was like, yeah, the game's in a horrible state and people should, like, you know, stop playing and stop making content on it so that, like, Supercell catches the drift. So then I was just like, all right, well, I'm uninstalling that shit. And I've been gloriously productive ever since, bro. Anyway, exclamation mark says I got a job interview. Huge. That's good shit. I never got the appeal of Clash. I do genuinely like it. I only play casual 1v1s where it puts everybody on an even playing field as far as, like, levels and stuff like that. And I do enjoy that very much. But just, like, their monetization process is, or their monetization structure, I guess is a better term, is horrible. The gameplay loop is huge, but I mean, bro, their monetization is just so predatory. Predatory even for a mobile game. Attic Mouse with a 15 streak. Huge. My mom came home from the hospital today. She gave me COVID. That's actually tragic. Not now, earlier. Oh, okay. When I had the flu. Gotcha. Got COVID after 6 years of dodging it award. Huge. I hope COVID doesn't fuck you up. 3, you fought the good fight. Chat, has COVID... For the people in chat who have had COVID, how bad has it been? Because it's been, like, even in, like, my own, like, not even, like, extended family, even in, like, within, like, the people that I've lived with, it is, like, extremely variable. Like, I got it, and it was essentially just, like, a not as bad flu, but then, like, my folks got it. My mom, it affected her, like, pretty badly, and my dad, it, like, put him on his ass. So it's, like, super variable. Are you feeling better? Focus sneeze. I am, Luca. Thank you. Very much so. It was mostly just longer lasting flu. Yeah. Funny thing is I most likely have long COVID and it didn't show on tests, so I'm worried as shit. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Sickest I've been in a very long time, probably a decade virus-wise. That's tragic, man. I hope it gets better. Main problem is that it's so variable and long-term sucks. Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Baja Bussy Blaster? Welcome in, buddy. Long time no see. Love seeing that username in chat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, why don't we get it's already kind of bumping in here. Normally I like to wait until we have, like, some people in chat for the Scrandle, but it's already kind of kind of bumping in here, so why don't we get the Scrandle running and then we can just rock some gold stakes, huh? Think I'm immune, never got it, forced to work during the time. That's actually tragic, bro. Can you wait 3 minutes? Maybe. Excuse me. And unknown with the 15 stream. I might be 40 streams behind, but it's something. Dude, 15 stream is still, like, crazy. Especially at the frequency that I stream. Like, that's kind of wild. That means you pull up pretty much every night, which is crazy. Attic Mouse wants you to wait, and I want to take a nap. Just pack it up, bro. All right, we're raiding Raffle. Sorry. Sorry, chat. We'll be back. Just kidding. Okay, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Bang. Is it on screen? It shouldn't be. Now it should be. Let's go. Bang. Camera in the bottom left. Let's get cracking on this. And then we'll lock in on some gold stakes. Still no bonus round. Yo. Free my homie bonus round. He did nothing wrong. Anyway, this chicken katsu burger looks fantastic. I like Cubano sandwiches, sorry. I like Cuban sandwiches, like, a lot. I like Cuban sandwiches so much. This is a bad angle of a Cuban. I can't tell the integrity of this Cuban sandwich because it's just such a horrid angle. So I have to go with the chicken burger. Cuban sandwiches are fire, but that's just I can't evaluate that, bro. Pie and mash. Okay, first off, pie and mash, not a good food item. I'm just gonna say it, not a good food item. Also £9.50 compared to this absolute monster dog for £5. No condiments, but like they probably have ketchup there that you can solve that with, right? I think it's a hot dog for me every time, bro. Masala. Potatoes or pizza. What is that? What is this? £2 for a mini pizza? What is that tuna on this? What the fuck? Give me the taters, bro. Moving on. Korean chicken, homemade chicken curry. Korean chicken, £1.15 for this? Bro. Gimme them things. Double bacon smash burger. This is the one with the fucked up fries. I don't know if you guys can see it behind the camera. Yeah, you can definitely see it. Bro, the fries are in this just look whack as shit. But over here, it's steak pie and peas for £19.50. You get a burger and 2 drinks with it. Who cares? Give me the double smash, bro. Anyone else here who caught COVID? Did y'all get stomach issues too? Because that was confusing me. Lamau. I didn't. I want to say my dad did when he got it. What? Okay. This might be the craziest item on Scrandle. It is a wrapped pie. Wrapped pie. £4.80. It is burnt to shit and somebody used it as a fleshlight. That is just unbelievable. What am I looking at, bro? That is crazy. Give me the right. Holy shit. That might be the wackest Scran to date. Polish sauce. Oh, this is the classic, bro. This is the best Scrandle on the site. Polish sausage, 1 of 9 eaten by submitter. Genuinely so based. Relatable. It's the Polish sausage every day there. Pastel de carne, or a double smash with fries and a can of your choice. Ooh! The burnt pie usi is fucking wild. I agree. Swedish meatball sub or a classic quarter pounder burger. I mean, the burger looks low qual, but like this shit is not worth £12.25. What? For 3 meatballs, some cum sauce, and some pickles? And some fucking, what is it? I'm not up to date on my herb technology. What is this? Thyme? Rosemary? It's the burger every day. 10 out of 10, baby. Perfect Scranner. Dill? Oh, it probably was dill, actually. I can get cum sauce for free, bro. This shit's ass. That's what I'm saying. Cum sauce, you've sold me. Didn't get COVID, but it was kind of close. So hello, King in YouTube. You wouldn't pay £12, 25 pence for that streamer? Like, no, I wouldn't, bro. That was ass. That was ass. £21, pretty egregious for this. £21, pretty egregious for this. That's like pretty damn close to $30 with the conversion. I would slam these down. Holy. Wild price, but oh man. Okay, yet another. I want to make this just because it's popped up on the Scrandle so much. This is like the undefeated dish on Scrandle. Tropero. This shits on the competition every single time. It's actually wild. Monterey Jack cheeseburger. That steak pie is somebody needs to get locked up for that. That should be a crime to serve to another human being. Sausage. You didn't get a bun? I'm voting for it because it's against cheesy chips and like fuck that. But like you didn't get a bun for that guy. What? Somebody get keto over here. Somebody get keto over here. It's the cheese sandwich. It's Kita's cheese sandwich. It's the Kita cheese sandwich. Yeah, that shit's not winning. Sausage in a crepe with fries? That's crazy. It's funny that Shock spends far less time yapping to chat in Scrandle than in Balatro. That's because Scrandle is something to be taken seriously, okay? Okay. Holy shit. Okay, this pepperoni pizza looks absolutely fire. I would mac the shit out of this. 35 pounds? Are we dead ass? Also, Wampy with the 30 stream. That's huge. Excuse me. That is crazy. I mean, this is like a phenomenal looking pizza, so I'm still voting for it, and it's probably still going to win, but that is crazy pricing. This is the bird that somebody plucked from the air or a free cake. Listen. The bird's funny. It's the cake every single day, bro. The bird's funny. Somebody just plucked this goober from the air, and now he's just kind of posing for the picture. He's just chilling. It's never the bird angle. It's never a bird angle. It's always a free cake angle. Battered sausage and chips. Mix of meats with potato straw and a beer. Oh, I thought this was cheesy chips. These are like These are like what are these called? Like shoestring potatoes? No, those are fire. Give me the fucking mix of meats, bro. And you get a brewski. I'm going all in on this. This is rug pull of the century if it loses. Okay. Also, what are my pints? I've not looked at any of these. Relief, goated, skip, and double payout. That's not bad. Pork loin sandwich for £4. Or Biscoff cake. I mean, dude, I want to give it to the pork loin sandwich because that's probably fire, but this picture is just so shitty. I can't evaluate anything in this picture. This picture is like so low qual that I just can't do anything about this picture. I think it's got to be the cake for me, dude. Christmas dinner in a cup. I can already tell you that this is one of the worst hot dogs to ever be like created by a human. So this is definitely Christmas dinner in a cup. Oh my god, I was not expecting it to look that anemic. Holy shit. That hot dog has not drank water in like 10 years straight. Oh my goodness. It's the cheeseburger for me. Double patty, got some grilled onions on that, John. The fries actually look not that bad. It's the burger for me every time. That's unfortunate, but that was a pretty even match, dare I say. Mac and cheese pot. This looks really bad. I don't want to pick the chips, peas, and gravy with mint salt. This is a crime against humanity on the right, but like this mac looks bad. This is something that I would be like low-key kind of pissed if I paid £8.50 for this. As I was walking back to my seat, I'd just be looking at it and be like, man, I don't even want to eat this, but like I have to because I just dropped like a tenner on it. Shrek came on that right picture. Don't say that. Don't say that. It's got to be this. Really? That mac and cheese looked ass, bro. I'm sorry. That's crazy. Streamer, why do you do the British accent even on food from the US? What are you talking about? I've never done that in my life. This is definitely an American item. Hot Cheeto dog. Listen, that Frank does look high quality. That's all I'm going to say. Would Brits be into this? Chicken and fry. I'm going to keep it a stack. This looks like the blandest food of all time on the right. You get a pint, though. It's low-key worth it, mate. You get a pint. I'm going all in on the Cheeto dog. I don't give a fuck. That run was going nowhere anyway, but that's actually criminal. They'd love a baked bean and tuna hot dog. True. Scammed? Yeah. Bro's doing the accent for Switzerland. It's British-ass food, bro. If it's British food, it gets the accent no matter the country of origin, all right? I don't discriminate here. I do profile, though. And if it looks British, it gets the accent. Anyway, let's do some video gaming, shall we? Not bad. Overall, you know, that could have been much better, but we did still get a 10 out of 10 on the daily. I can't really complain there. Bang. All right. Chat. Let's see if we can continue the streak. I believe we have a 2 streak cooking. Yeah. Gonna be yellow decking. Check the pinned message. No deck redeems today. Just kind of a chill day to get settled into the week here. We're gonna see how far we can take the yellow deck streaks. Let's go prediction. All right. Get ready. Excuse me, to jamble some channel points. Yellow streaks, huh? All right, buddy. Relax. I got 8 on Scran, 2 on Balatro, and Wordle in 3. Holy, that's actually huge. German food is often on par with British food, TBH. That's a loaded chat. That's a loaded chat. Sometimes it is. I would say the majority of the time it isn't. The only time it's on par is when they do pickled herring, because, like, who the fuck is ordering pickled herring, bro? But, like, their sausages and, like, their shit like that, bro. It's usually, like, banging. Do you have a gamble command? No, I don't. Through like stream elements is what I'm assuming you're talking about. I do not have one of those. No. They have not seen like German Schnitzel or something. True. Also, hello Finley in YouTube. Season 3 MLB roster has been announced. I did see that. I think Feinberg's the only addition outside of the Balatro people that I recognize. I think Feinberg's going to be a huge addition. Also, did they add more than 4 people? Because I would assume, wasn't Shay in MLB, or am I tripping? I might be mixing up Shay and oh god, who's the other MLB? Like Undertale creator. Major League Balatro. Let me go to the website. Scheisse. Fur. Is Shay not in this? Oh, I'm stupid. Shay's not in this. Why did I think Shay was in it? Was Shay in it season 1? Gotta be real, eating Spatzel when I was young was life-changing. I think Shay got into some controversy. Yeah. Feinberg is now a BMP main. I don't like that fact. Why, bro? What's wrong with Feinberg? Shay got into some bad stuff. I did see that. I think I was, unfortunately, sorry to Fur if you ever see this. I think I was mixing up Fur and Shay because they both. I could have sworn I've seen Shay play Balatro though before though. Was Shay in season 1? He's not. They're not on the season 2 roster. They must have been in season 1 or some shit. They did. Shay played season 1. Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of then. Shay used to be a Raffle mod. Oh, really? Shay played Balatro for a Dr. Spectred event, I think. Oh, that could also be what I'm thinking. Yeah. Not sure if the peeps think Minecraft speedrunner and chess player plus 2 goats, Sizak and Vagabond. Yeah, Sizak and Vagabond definitely deserve the slots. I did not recognize the chess player. I do know Feinberg, though. Because Feinberg I did not know, because I'm not huge into, like, speedrunning in any sense. So I was not familiar with Feinberg, even though I, like, kind of keep track of Minecraft. But Feinberg participated in that one Doc Spectred event where he and Bean just cleaned house, which was crazy. Excuse me. I wasn't paying attention. What's happening? We're talking about, what's it called? Fuck. We're talking about BMP Season 3. MLB Season 3. Jesus Christ. My brain is mush. I'm trying to think of, like, chat things and also get ready to play the game. I've beaten Feinberg, Sizak, and Vagabond in BMP. Get me an MLB, dog. Bro, it's for content. It's not a competition, bro. You got to start making vids. I bet you can get next season for sure. Hopefully it continues to grow. Maybe. We'll see. I think that would be sick. I think, listen, chat. Listen. Next season, we have, if we can find, like, more big content creators who are, like, not, like, people like Feinberg and, like, the chess player who are not, you know, in the Balatro community but can play Balatro. Like, as far as people in the Balatro community, me, Unseen, Orange Aces. If we can get 3 other people to match us up, like, bro. Markiplier has stated that he likes Balatro before. Maybe he'll show up to my local showing of Iron Lung and I can say, hey, buddy, I got an event for you. I got a tournament I got an event that you might want to participate in. He's pretty bad, but he plays. I mean, that could... Nothing against any of the players. That could be said about, I would say, a sizable portion of the participants. It feels like MLBA is kind of the equivalent of PogChamps in chess, where it's just famous streamers, except we have some Grandmasters equivalent players thrown in. Yeah, it's like a, you know... It's a combination, right? It's like a combination of, like, an actual tournament and, like, PogChamps. Which I kind of like. I like that format. Because it's content first, right? It's not, like, an actual, like, tournament setting. Like, nobody... I mean, like, people try to win, but, like, winning's not the frontmost thing, I guess, if that makes sense. It's not the focus. It's just like, hey, if you win, that's cool. Anyway, let's get to the game. Mark's video was like a year ago. Hey, you know, stranger things have happened. We gotta get Ludwig to do it too. Markiplier, Ludwig. There's 2 other streamers. Not the focus. I'm shocked. MLB was genuinely insufferable to sit through on the bigger channels where no one knew what was going on. It's not the focus, but one could say it's shocking. Okay. Beat me to it. Yep. Losing the mod badge, buddy. I'm just kidding. MLB should absolutely be viewed as entertainment first over competing. That's what I'm saying. That's what is going to keep the event healthy, right? And fun to watch. Anyway. Let's get it. Also, welcome in Block Attack. Definitely go for Clurbs. All right, I gotta, like, lock in and, like, actually play the video game. I've been spending so much time yapping that I'm already, like, autopiloting. I gotta turn that off. Five clams. I mean, that's pretty good right out the gate. I can't lie. Ew. Ew. Live video gaming. That's what Post Shock would say. Huh? This yellow deck looks like orange deck. Maybe a little. Maybe a little. Shout out Genie once again for the card backs and for, like, the cosmetic mod in general. Let's pick up the baseball card. Paying $3 for quicker misprint tech. Worth. Just kidding. Bang. That's pretty fire. See ya. Remember when I said worth, chat? I actually employed a key strategy that only the best Balatro players in the world use called lying. Bet you didn't see that one coming. $9. Grimbo. I mean, let's just put the pairs in the bag, dude. Let's just put the streak in the extendo machine. How dare you lie, Shock? We trusted you? Rookie mistake. Baseball card with no uncommons. Skill issue. See, Crow, I can tell that you're in my chat purely because you got banned from Raffles chat for saying shit like that. Let's go Mega Buffoon. Little bit of a risky endeavor here because we do kind of need money, but we can find money in the packs, and that's exactly what we did. I think Eternal Cloud 9 is completely fine on baseball card. Now we just need like one. We sell this abstract eventually, and then we have 2 slots open for X-Molt. This is like completely fine, bro. We can take this just for the money. I think we win too fast with Grimbo if I keep this, so we'll take this for the money. 8-ball could be a thing as well. This only needs to proc like once or twice for it to be worth. Maybe a little awkward with... I think we pass it. A little awkward with Grimbo because I don't want to be constantly discarding for 8s. Probably we can take it and be fine, but it's whatever. Is there a story behind the Glumbus texture pack? I'm pretty sure it was made actually by Terwaz. Terwaz was like the genesis of the texture pack because he had a texture pack that was just called Glumbus, where it only replaced the Lucky Cat with the emote that Schmeck just posted in chat. And then he was in like my stream once when I was playing BMP for like one of the very first times, and he was like, yo, you should get the Glumbus pack. And I was like, okay, sick. And my chat just liked it a bunch. And I had modders in my chat who were like, we should extend this. And I was like, that would be hilarious. And so it's kind of just now a channel meme that I stole from Terwaz in cold blood. But also it's Terwaz, so I don't feel bad. Shout out Terwaz if you're watching this. Love you. Also, you're a bum. That's cool. Indeed, indeed. Rebate's like definitely something we could do here, right? The only problem is that if we're taking rebate, we might want to reconsider holding on to abstract because like usually if we take rebate here, we're probably discarding twice for money and then we're winning in 2 with abstract, which is making Grimbo just a Jimbo for the entire game. I think I'm low-key gonna pass it. Kind of a wacky take, I know. Kind of an odd take, but I think it's completely fine to pass here. We'll take the seed money now that we have hermit value. Let's go next on the fish. He's 100 meters from your location and approaching rapidly. That makes sense. Lying and stealing my goat evil. Listen, it's stealing from Terwaz, all right? I feel like that's justifiable. That's justified. Come on. Anybody who's interacted with Terwaz can tell me that that's justified, all right? Get Vagabond in here to back me up. Seed Money Cloud 9 should be fine. Yeah. 15 clams. Could take that for the foil. I think I am not going to do that. I will take this Arcana pack just because that's usually value positive. Why are we dunking on Terwaz? Because he's a goober. Shout out Terwaz, though. Not that I'm saying it's bad. Exactly, exactly. Nah, he came up in conversation for the because of Glumbus, so I'm just clowning on him. Flush 5 with 9 sounds fun. I think that's a little ambitious, but I don't know, maybe. Stranger things have happened in Gold Stake, man. Lucky proc, surely. Hate this game. Just kidding. I brush my teeth and y'all are like, boo, Terwaz. Yummers. We're not hitting any 9s here, too. I don't have a lot of experience with terroirs, but learned today that there's a timeout terroirs redeem in Vagabond's chat. It made me laugh. That's actually awesome. That's so... Vagabond is so based for that. Also, we have the wall, so we maybe just want to pick up some random, like, uncommon for extra X-Molt into that. I don't know if we'll actually need it, but we're in for a little bit of tumultuous times. Give it 2 weeks and there's going to be one for Yodam. I don't know why there's not one for Yodam already, bro. All that dude does is just yap about nothing. Yap about nothing and rage bait. I say that like that's not literally half of my chat, but I digress. Yeah, I could be convinced. Mr. Bones should be Sans. That would be funny. Probably because Yodam hasn't been in the community long enough to build a reputation. He speedruns the timeouts, doesn't actually build community. Yeah, that's very true. We never rage bait? Wait, true. No, streamer's delusional? Streamer's delusional? Confirmed? No nines. Skip. Is Nova better? No. I don't care about it then. Could this be a bull angle? It's plus chips and X-Molt. That seems pretty good. We can take the bull, and then later we're just accepting the fact that we have to slot out Glorp for like a chalkboard or a card sharp or something when it appears. But I think for right now, the bull is a completely fine slot in. Actually, maybe not, because that's going to, again, this is going to be a problem where like if we take the bull, we're probably just winning way too fast in order to scale the, like we're probably missing Grimbo scaling. So maybe we don't do that. I think we pass him. First time proc! I've never actually had a conversation with Yodam. Terwaz is pretty cool when he's not being a dick. Yeah. Yeah. My god, can these lucky cards do literally anything except for look pretty? Space Bum did that to spite me. Space Bum is crazy. You know what? I feel it, though. Strength the 8. Oh, I low-key forgot that that's, like, actually technology. We can do that next blind. Northern streamer pronouncing bull and bull. 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 Do they sound... They sound different to me, but they maybe don't sound different to everybody. This chalkboard's fire, but it's perishable rental, so, like, actually, no, it's not. It's disgusting. Everybody spit on him. Yeah, I could take a blue steel. Sounds different to me. All right, timeout, loot. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, what's my pair making? This is like 45 hundo minus... Okay, well, now it's just going to win because we got a lucky proc. Never mind. That chalkboard is doing its best. Don't insult it. Its best isn't good enough, bro. Stuntman, that's not a thing. That's funny. It's crazy how I'm 2 degrees of separation from Diddy and 1 degree of separation from aka Nemsco. What did I just read? You have to elaborate on that. You have to elaborate on that. I have no idea what you're yapping about. Let's strength these into 9s, and then we can hermit. Lucky card is having better luck than Glorp. I think not right now. I think they're either on par, or I think lucky cards are slightly worse. Okay, now they might not be. The test? Okay, well, never mind. Sorry, Glorp, I tried to defend you, but, you know, I'm not known for lying. I think everyone is 2 degrees of separation from Diddy. The guy is disgusting and can't keep his hands to himself. That is true. You know, I didn't think of it in that light, but like in that context, yeah, you're probably like not even trolling. You're probably correctamundo to some extent. You know, the whole anyone in the world can be connected to anyone else within 6 degrees of separation, while I'm only 2 degrees away from Diddy and 1 from AKA Nemsco. Okay, that doesn't explain it, but I'm not going to force you to because it might involve, like, personal connections. So, like, who is your degree of separation? That's what I want to ask, but it's probably somebody who, like, who unknown probably doesn't want to reveal, right? Because it could be, like, a personal relationship. Let's go like this. W Glorp. W Glorp, fire. I'm tired of all the celebrity drama. I would be a lot less tired of it if the majority of our celebrity drama in the US was not related directly to our federal government. Y'all know First Robotics, the guy who founded that, is a friend of Diddy's? That is crazy. I actually don't know that company, I don't think. Do I want gold? With this thin of a deck, probably not. We'll grab an anti-5 blank that could result in antimatter. This is funny. Is this worth? I think this is low-key worth over abstract. Even with our Joker slots full, this is still a times 2.5 because it's polychrome. Like, the rental sucks, but we're making money off of Cloud 9 and shit, so I think it doesn't matter. W Glorp! The GOAT! It's a non-profit organization. Gotcha. I was not familiar. Glorp finally did a thing. Hey, you just gotta give him some room to breathe. I can take this. I know I just said I didn't want to crowd my deck, but like that's money. I can live with that. I would really enjoy if you gave me a pair on the top of my deck so that I don't have to discard. Bum-ass auto shuffler. Just kidding. Queen on top, so I can just do this. Money is funny? Exactly. This might just win because of Lucky Proc into Steel. Indeed it does. Excuse me. Bang. Streamer did indeed get a pair. I mean, yeah, I guess I did get what I asked for, didn't I? Go away. W and Glorp is the same sentence. In the same sentence is so bad, I hate the space chud. Hey, don't call him that. He works hard, okay? He works hard! I thought Stencil was rare. Stencil is not rare. It just costs the same as a rare for some reason. I don't get that. The first time my chat was like, we were talking about Stencil. I think it was for the tier list. When we were talking about Stencil for the tier list, my chat was like, yeah, he costs $8. And I thought everybody was gaslighting me. Because, like, why does Stencil cost $8? Shock, can you make it mandatory to say W Glorp every time he procs? Okay, I'm not going to do that every time. He has wronged me before. He does the bare minimum. Dude, for real. Sometimes he does less than that. Hang 4s. Because today's economy. I'll say that's why I thought that, not that I'm stupid. Exactly, bro. Just take the opportunity. I think the better play is to death the lucky Gold Seal Queen, but I'm going to death a 9 here because it's funnier. Go next. The arm... actually, it's fine because Glorp is just gonna carry. That's actually perfectly fine. I want to discard for more value, but with Grimbo as my only plus mult, I feel like that's a slippery slope. Spaceman needs to use their effort for their health care, not leveling up pairs. Hey. Hey. Temperance. Dog shit temperance value, even though I have high sell value jokers, because 2 of them are rental. That's huge. I mean, $9 is $9. I'm not going to say dog shit, but it is kind of bad. Bruh. No, I misclicked. It's fine. Glorp, you bum! 10 of spades. That is not helpful. We're chilling. I get a blue seal proc this way. It was all a part of the master plan. A gift card would go hard here. What would we get rid of? Glorp? I guess. We could do that. I think I would rather have just like some kind of... I mean, we're already making hella money. I think I would rather just have like a chalkboard or a card sharp or something. Also, I realized I'm stupid and I said Diddy instead of Epstein that entire time. That makes more sense, I feel. I look back in Poly Stencil. Yep. I'm just the GOAT. And just, you know, got that streamer look that everybody talks about. All right, Arm is gonna not do anything because Spaceman's got me here. Damn. Spaceman, if you procced there, we actually got out in 1 because of lucky procs. I'm so disappointed in you, man. I'm sorry. A random Baron appeared. Would you take it? This run? Absolutely not. This run, I die every single time I take a Baron. Fuck you, Ox. Loki, why do we even have Glorp? Because he gives me X-Molt and planet levels, bro. He's funny. Goodbye, Glorp. 07s. The empty slot is more X-Molt? No. No. Do you have no joy and whimsy in your heart? Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's literally what I'm saying, dog. Also, we don't want more X-Molt so that we can scale the Grimbo, like, unironically. So when does the Trib show up? It's a canon event. Just wait a couple seconds. Spaceman is a chud and you're a chud defender? Well, I mean, can you blame somebody for being defensive of their kind? Come on. W Blue Seal. Speculative chalkboard value. I'm curious, did you use my other quality of life mod, aka Handy? I have not used Handy. I've seen people use it like so many times. It just does not look like something that I would want to use. I don't know. But it looks great. And I do know, you know, a lot of people use it, so that is cool. You've not installed the top deck preview either? No, I'm just gonna keep checking misprint, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Spaceman is really good when you don't got a bitch in your ear telling you it's bad. I mean, you say that, but I'm just gonna link my update video and just... you can watch him not proc once over like 13 consecutive hands, in fairness. Let's go like this, and then let's go like this. I believe my driver's license is turned on as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7 behave, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so it turns out I was way off. Handy is like heroin. Once you use it once, you can't go back. Bro, give me Duo if you're going to keep flashing those on my screen, bro. Boop. I keep my money. Wampy with the switch buttons. Surely that doesn't destroy the streak here. Once again, speculative chalkboard. Yay, now the stencil does a thing. I mean, it was already doing a thing. Now it just builds a better thing. I rebuilt the mod from scratch, so I'd like some feedback specifically from you as you've never used it before. All right, drop it in my DMs and I can test it out maybe. That is a fair request. I cannot lie. Cerulean Bell, yeah, just put the W in the bag. Surely YouTube chat won't ask about buttons, right? It's engagement, bro. I believe my driver's license is turned on is an odd sentence out of context. Yeah, maybe. Cerulean Bell is low-key not even a boss. I disagree. Usually it isn't. Usually it isn't. But I would say there's definitely some times where it can mess you up. There's a redeem for the buttons. I was wondering, but figured it was a preference thing. Yeah. When is it ever? When you're doing big hands. You can take tarot cards into the blind to, like, remedy it, but I mean, sometimes you don't find it, right? Don't do it, you'll get addicted to handy crack. I'm trying to get completionist plus. Any tips? Yeah, I would say don't do the anaglyph method where you, like, skip for a bunch of negative tags. I would say don't do that. I think that's a pitfall that a lot of players who are trying to get C++ fall into. That's like a decent way for getting like your first handful of like common Joker gold stickers, but the reality is so much stuff has to line up. So many stars have to align for that to even be like something that you can do in the first place. And usually after you get your first like 50 gold stickers, you're going to get Jokers that don't matter in the context of your build, but also just Jokers that like you already have stickers on. So I would just say if you're gonna do it like once, but I would just say don't do it at all. Just play games with decks that you're familiar with, decks that you're confident on. Like I'm playing yellow deck right now because it's one of my best decks. If you're really good with yellow deck, or if you're really good with ghost deck or what have you, just play that deck. And more often than not, you're gonna come across builds where like you can win with 3 or 4 Jokers, and then you just slot in, just like when you get to Ante-8, you just slot in random ones from the shop that still need stickers. Just do your best to smuggle an extra Joker or 2 past the finish line. Yeah, exactly. Like, your entire lineup doesn't need to be gold sticker Jokers. You can just build a core of, like, 3 or 4 Jokers that are going to get you across the finish line, and then you can just seek out like 1 or 2 stickers, right? It's going to take you a long time to do it if you do that, but it's going to take you a long time regardless if you're searching for like the perfect anaglyph setup. So I would just say play the shit out of whatever deck you're most confident with, and you'll naturally do it. Black deck is good for sneaking an extra Joker though. Don't listen to them. What do you think are some of the hardest Jokers to gold sticker? The very obvious ones are natural perishables, so like food Jokers, and then conditional Jokers. So like, you know, like traditionally very obvious ones that get pointed out a lot, like banana is rough because it can just disappear when you're trying to sticker it. Stuff like ice cream and like popcorn, especially where you only have like a preset amount of rounds to gold sticker it, that's going to be stupid. Also just utility Jokers that are designed to do like nothing. Like I know we already covered food Jokers, but like Joka-Jola literally does nothing when it's in your slots. Its entire point is to sell it. So like that obviously sucks to get stickers on. And then conditionals just because like they're not in the pool when you start the game, so like they're rarer than normal Jokers. So stuff like Glass Joker, stuff like Lucky Cat, stuff like Stone Joker, etc., and so on, those can be a little dubious. And then other than that, just like general low power stuff for Gold Stake, like Showman is pretty bad to get a sticker on, just because it's bad in Gold Stake. Baron was my last sticker in Gold Stake. It's pretty hard to get a Baron run in Gold Stake, so that sucked to get to sticker. Just like generically bad Jokers, right? Invis, the entire point again, like Jola, is to sell it, so it's hard to get a sticker on Invis. Satellite sucks in Gold Stake, hard to sticker it, etc., and so on. Ones with temp value or hyper-specific value, pretty much. Cola plus baseball, though. I mean, true. I'd imagine it would be annoying to gold stake the legendaries. Well, so I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to cover it since we're talking about C++. The game is programmed to, if you get a gold sticker on a Joker, on a legendary Joker, not on just any Joker. If you get a gold sticker on a legendary, you'll never see that legendary in the pool again until you have all of the gold stickers on it. So, like, if I was on a fresh profile right now and I won a gold stake run with Canio, I would never see Canio from a soul card again, ever. Unless I got it from gold, unless I had like all the gold stickers on it. I would never see a Canio again in gold stake. I believe that's a gold stake specific thing. But it is really nice. I know the program part, but some people get really unlucky and never get any souls. I feel like that's just like, it's not like recency bias, but I feel like that's just people being biased because they don't play often, right? Like I play, I'm in a weird position to talk about it because I play like 3 hours a day just because like I stream it. And so like I have a lot of hours under my belt, but like I feel like I see a soul almost once a stream. So like if you, even if you only play for like a half hour a week, that's like one soul per week. Just like based loosely off of like anecdotal evidence, which I feel like is not that bad. You can like turbo low roll, but if you're playing consistently, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's not that bad. Whoa! Raffle with the raid? Many thanks, Raffle Raiders. You caught us yapping about C++. There were a couple of chatters trying to get C++, so we're yapping about, you know, strategies and such. Welcome in, Raiders. Raffle, I appreciate the raid. Okay, completely unrelated to what we were just talking about. Completely unrelated. Raffle, I got a question for you real quick if you're planning on sticking around for just a short while. I always see you sipping on something in a mug in your streams. So I was wondering, is Raffle more of a coffee dude or is Raffle more of a tea dude? It, again, nothing to do with what's going on at all. But I've always kind of wondered, I can't lie. Black coffee? Based. He says it's coffee. Gotcha. Chat, do you know Focushock has VIP in Raffle's chat? Very few people know this. Yeah, I actually don't bring it up, like, ever. So probably not a lot of people know that. I do have VIP in Raffle's chat. If you're a raider, just know that that's a bit. Chat made fun of me one time when I brought it. I just brought it up in passing because somebody mentioned it or something, and I was just like, oh yeah, I have VIP. And my entire chat clowned on me. So now I make it a point to just say it every stream. All right. Anyway, I think we're fine. Also, I know we're going to get questions about it because Raffle just raided. There's like a ton of people in here. I'm just going to address it right off the bat. My buttons being switched are from a Twitch redeem, okay? It's from a Twitch redeem. My chat can redeem to switch my buttons. I promise I'm not a sociopath who just switches the buttons on their own volition, okay? I'm addressing that right at the beginning because I know 70 people are going to ask about it otherwise. And Raffle isn't VIP in your chat? Wait, true. No, that is kind of a scam, though. You are definitely a sociopath. How? Anyway, GG, well played. Continuing the streak. Once again, Raffle, thank you for the raid. Are you a sociopath regardless? According to my chat, I am. I don't know how they've come to that consensus, but I guess that's just like a diagnosis, because Twitch chat, I've been told, never lies. I mean, we can just round that up to the internet in general. Why would anybody on the internet ever, like, lie about anything? That just makes no sense, right? What did Shock pay to get VIP? It's an undisclosed amount. I mean, if Raffle wants to say, like, he can say it, but it's an undisclosed amount. Not necessarily an amount that I'm, like, proud of, but, like, you know, the badge is cool and shit. So, like, you know, easy dubs. YouTube chat is full of liars. We just drag YouTube chat for literally no reason. True, even Abraham Lincoln told me no one lies on the internet. See, exactly. And Abraham Lincoln wouldn't lie, so I'm just saying. Like, if you guys think that people lie on the internet, you're going against Abe Lincoln, all right? Enough said. Enough said. Anyway, once again, Raffle, thank you for the raid. Raiders, if you want to stick around, we are doing... I think the schedule today was just Gold Stake the whole stream, right? We're not doing anything special. So, let's put up another Jamble. We are just yellow streaking. Pause. So if you're into that, stick around. Can maybe learn something. Or if you don't learn something, you can laugh at me when I inevitably make misplays. So if either of those things, if you like learning or if you like laughing, you know. I'm the way to go, potentially. Smets, Silver Gecko, and Nur. I'm not going to... Nurzvai for the follow. Hopefully I said that right. Appreciate the follows. Are we doing random games later today? No, I think the schedule just said gold. Yeah, the schedule for today is just Gold Stake Balatro. We're doing random games manana. Croutons and Draft Better with the follow. I need to take hints from that last username. I suck at drafting. I'm assuming that's a reference to Magic. I love the draft format in Magic. Horrible at it. Only drafted like 6 times in my entire life. Excuse me. So it's definitely just a lack of experience. Horrible at it. You said my name decently well. Huge. Is bread still the strat for drafting? As far as I'm aware, I've heard it said a decent bit. MTG player, no lie detected. Donated 1,000 points, inshallah. They all go to 3. Huge. I want Papa Pizza. Speaking of card games, Pal World is getting a card game. Wait, actually? That's kind of sick, no? I don't think I ever played Pal World. I did not jump on the Pal World train when that was, like, super popular. It looked cool, though. Technically quadrant theory and like looking at data, but bread works well enough for 90% of the time. Yeah, okay, nerd. Give me your lunch money. Just kidding. Isn't Power World just FPS Pokemon? Like, no shade to the game? As far as I know. Bread is a good rule of thumb, but drafting synergies is a better strat. Yeah, like signpost uncommons and all that. I'm just bad at, like, deck structure. I know, like, signpost uncommons and, like, you're supposed to, you know... I'm also bad at reading signals because I only draft on Arena. And I usually only quick draft, so I'm not, like, the best at that either. But, I don't know. I still just got to do, like... I got to get deck construction down. My number one consistent problem is I don't run enough card draw, so even if I do end up constructing a good deck, I just run out of gas and then just die. No signals in Arena Quick Draft? Right, but there's signals in Premier Draft, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, boss is no diamonds. We go for the spades. Cool. By the way, did you guys know Cube is awesome? The Cube Glazers will always be amongst us. Draft a curve, receive signals. Don't worry about sending them. Stay as close to 40 cards as possible. General rules. Gotcha, gotcha. I do like one of those things. I draft a curve. I stay 40. I stay close to 40 cards. I draft a curve. I just don't necessarily draft, like, you know, like I said, I'm usually low on, I would say I'm light on card draw and heavy on removal usually, which sometimes pans out, but sometimes it's awkward. Anyway, we'll take the mushy peas. Shout out to my chat for making both of the texture packs that I have. If you're a raider and not familiar with me and you want the goofy texture packs, we have a Scrandle pack and a Glumbus pack, which is just like random cat jokers, both in my Discord, !Discord. Join up! Can also get notified when I go live and like for scheduling updates and etc. and so on if you join there. Streamer, don't think you've played Cube, which seems like a big issue for you. I have not drafted a Cube yet. Don't join the Discord if you hate cat girls. We did a mystery booster draft recently, and I had 15 removal spells. See, that's based. That's my type of chatter right there. Can never run too much, except you definitely can. Schlock in, I have points on this. Oh, I'm not schlocked in, bro. We just got a raid. This is not a schlocked in gambit, but we'll see. Ancient Jonkler could be a play here. I think I open the Celestial pack, and if I get a Jupiter card, I would be willing to pivot into this. I think if not, probably we just stick to like paramaxing. Okay, we do get a Jupiter card. I think I'm just taking this Ancient. Don't take it. It isn't foil. Wait, true. I think we can definitely play into that. It's early enough in the game where we can just shape our strategy around proccing him. $6. Let's take you. What if we block a future Ancient that is foil? Wait, true. Hack could be a consideration, but it's perishable, so we'll just go next. Oh, Shisa, streamer's not paying attention. We could maybe just play, like, pairs or 2 pairs into the arm, right? With Abstract and Popcorn, maybe. Potentially, possibly. I don't know. You expect me to be good at this game that I play for a living? What? You guys are weird, bro. Straight wins. I probably with the Abstract and Popcorn it did, but I wasn't certain, so I'm just going for the flush. Streamer, where is Slay the Jokers? Let me set a reminder on my phone to update that after stream, because that's been brought up like a couple of times. I don't have it enabled because I think I need to update it, because the last time I had it enabled, it just didn't do anything. I'll set an alarm for 9:45 my time. Probably I'll be done. I sent mod in DMs right now. I'll appreciate it if you give it a try right now. It's completely safe, plug and play. I will be playing tomorrow. I don't want to like go and like remod everything right now. So I will give them a shot tomorrow. I will not be trying them today. But tomorrow I'll be streaming at 11 p.m. Central Time, which is like 4 hours from right now. And I can give them a shot for you then, for sure. I think we never take Moon card here. I also kind of wanted Grabber, but this feels not so good to take. I guess none of my stuff is like rental. I'll just take it. I don't really care about having the one more like scoring hand. I just care about like that could potentially be useful for finding a flush if we like bottom deck super bad. So it just kind of feels consistent. Play the 3-oak. Balatro, indeed. Welcome in Kweeper to YouTube chat. Definitely said that wrong, but that's okay. You'll yell at me and then I'll know how to say it right. 4 streams till 50 streak? Do we think so? I would be astounded if I got a 50 streak in my lifetime. That would be huge. Shock. Yes. 50 watch streak. Oh. That's intuitive. No worries, it's German and it's pronounced Kuiper. Okay, sick. Thank you. It says 46 streak. Yeah, my bad. That's intuitive. That makes sense. Chad probably just wins. Now our only loss condition is bosses. So the odd Luchador or Mr. Bones is like definitely a pickup, right, Meow? But other than that, Chad with Ancient on a level 3 flush, we should be chilling for the foreseeable future. Yeah, that score gets us through the next 2 antes, maybe even the next 3. No, it's the next 2, right? Yeah, it's the next 2. That's still completely fine. Let's go Spectral Pack. Sigil is terrible here because that screws up our suit composition for Ancient Joker. Just makes it harder to hit what we need. We could definitely Deja Vu a face card here. That makes Photo Chad slightly better, but it also, if we can put a wild card on this, that just gives us a really good copy of something. Even for right now, putting gold on that is like pretty damn good. But in general, it's just always the red seal over the sigil there, right? We get Shiko, trust on Wampy's life. Not deja vuing a king, streamer so based. I've gotten away from deja vuing kings in like gold stake in general, just because it's easier to strength. Like I like to I like to put my seals on jacks more than any other face card because it's easier to strength 10s into like jacks and stuff. Because if you're strengthening 10s into jacks, you're not only getting more of a rank you care about, but also if you have like face card synergies, you're getting like a higher density of face cards. Could be glass, could be wheel. Let's just wheel here. Huge. Huge. Of course you would love to jack it. I mean, can you blame me? Can you blame me? Welcome in, all in vain. Hillar? Makes sense, but in multi, there's been so many games with 0 strength, so I need my high card dreams. True. I'll just use this devil card. I wanted to hold out for the red seal, but that's just like not realistic. I put seals on queens because I believe in Trib showing up. I mean, like based, but you will not catch me doing that. I mean, burger's just like not it here, right? I guess it's more money, so we could take it. It's more like cycles, but I don't know if that matters. I mean, it's like not inoptimal to take it, so we'll just grab him. Let's take a reroll. Foil Joker's not even that bad. I don't think it's necessary. Could take rental egg. It's either rental egg or the pack. I think we'll probably take the rental egg. Burger is anti-needle or water tech for real. Yeah, that is also very true. Like, we don't get punished for taking it. We don't need it, but it's more money and more cycles, so, like, why not? Pick a random card to red seal, because it's probably not going to matter for gold stake. I mean, like, based. But also let our brother dream, dude. How bad is Pillar for us? Depends on if Ancient Joker lands on Hearts again. Pillar only sucks if Ancient Joker rotates back to Hearts. Which is possible, albeit unlikely. Another flush level. Also, if we get enhancement cards, that could maybe just not matter. I think Pillar probably is not that bad for us in the grand scheme. I want to keep this gold. I mean, I have 7 hands. Probably I can keep the gold. The question is, am I going to use more hands keeping this than I get gold money? I guess I can check misprint for clubs on top. There's a 6 of clubs on top, so we can safely keep this 10. Burger is actually pretty bad for Ancient Pillar here. Oh, shit. Dude, I did this in a YouTube video the other day. I always forget that Pillar says played cards and not scored cards. Okay, yeah, no, that is true. Literally in a YouTube video, like, I have 1,000 hours in this game, and in a YouTube video that I recorded last week for the channel, I, like, finally made the connection that Pillar says played cards, not scored cards. Okay, so yeah, that is, like, kind of bad then. So probably we're just rerolling for Taros. That's not what I meant, but, like, that works. No, it doesn't, actually. Also, Ancient is back on Hearts, so, like, cool. What does Pillar do? It debuffs all played cards during the ante. Might need to time travel for less score? Maybe. I mean, what have I played? I've probably played, like, a considerable portion of my deck. I probably played, like, most, if not all, my Hearts. W voice crack. We could go back in time. We do have Grabber Voucher, so we maybe just want to go back in time here anyway. Let's go back in time just so we don't get into any potential shit. Can go like this. Okay, for the record, I think this still scores fine, but it's going to score much less, obviously, than it normally would. If we land 2 flushes there, we probably don't need to go back in time. But again, with grabber voucher, like going back in time there is just fine anyway. Rewarded with nacho tong. Also, sock my buskin is probably a good play. There's a lot that I want to buy in this shop, and I don't have much money to do so. I would also like the certificate, but I think that's probably a risky endeavor. As an Eternal, especially. I mean, I do have... I'll have the extra hand. I don't know. I know every boss by name. Skill issue, not gonna lie. Take cert, deck bloat isn't real. I mean, if we're playing Ancient Joker, I low-key think it doesn't matter. I think I'm definitely taking Sock here just because retriggers are kind of silly for Ancient. We could probably take the cert. It's fun. We'll take it. Get out of the burger so I can discard the purple seals. We could get into some hot water with cert, but I think cert probably brings more value to the table than it takes away. Tower card. That's almost certainly an omen. That still feels a lot better than you. Everything in the shop is gross. Yeah, I will definitely agree with you on that front. Relatively new to the game, is every seed winnable at Gold Stake? That's kind of a loaded question purely because the different decks exist, right? I would say yes, but with the huge caveat that some seeds might perform really badly on a certain deck, whereas the same seeds perform really good on a certain deck. Like, seeds that have really good early game are going to be better on yellow deck because you can afford more broken jokers in the early game. Seeds that have, like, you know, I don't know, 3-oak technology, for example, is going to be, like, really good on... Like, if there's, like, an early trio or an early Wily Joker even or something, those seeds are going to be better on Painted Deck and Abandoned. I do think every... I do think every seed is possible on Gold Stake, just not on every deck. After watching Doc with the Gold Stake lessons, I think the game is designed to be one on every seed. Yeah, for sure. Definitely, definitely. Also, Kiwi with the 5 stream. I'm missing a lot of stuff in chat. Hello, 400. What is wrong with your egg? What do you mean? Camera in chat getting a little in the way, a bit annoying, I think. Chat, what are we thinking about the camera? I think the camera's in a decent spot, no? I don't want to shrink myself down too bad, but I do have a horizontal camera, so it's you know, it's kind of got to be where it is. Every seed is possible with enough code. I mean, yeah, I guess that's also true. It's fine. There's nowhere better to put it, I think. That's what I'm saying. Because if I move it up, like Mouse just said, then it's going to cover consumables. Like, right now, the only thing it's covering is the deck, which I think is fine. Go for Temperance there. That's why we keep the egg. Don't need either of these. Let's go here. Go for a Hermit angle. Bang. I mean, I'm liking all the purple seals that Cert is generating. That's really nice. The best tarot card in the game. I have 5 hands. I can definitely just like cycle here for the Spades flush. We have 4. Let me check the top. Let me check the top card of my library. Okay, it's a Clurb. I'll cycle 3 one more time. If we don't hit a spade here, I think I'm going to be cycling the gold away. See ya. Unless... Spade on top. Never mind. Gold gets to stay. W misprint technology. Misprint unironically S tier. What's your highest score you've gotten on Gold Stake? On Gold Stake, I'm not certain. On this profile, I can tell you post C++, it is only this number, but that is because after C++, I have not played a single game of Endless Gold Stake because I just don't like Endless mode. So I am not a very big high score gamer. Previous to C++, it was probably higher than this, because before I had C++, I played a lot more Endless, but your high score resets when you get Naninf. And right after I hit C++, I did Naninf attempts. Bang. Is that the second wheel in a row that we've hit? That's crazy. Have you reached ante 39 before? I have not reached ante 39 before, actually. But I mean, that's pretty comparable to Naninf, right? I feel like if you can Naninf, you can probably go the distance there. I just have never really tried. Not messing around today, apparently. 2% silly is crazy off of the silly meter. Let's go like this. I can take this into a Jupiter. Do I have telescope? I forgot. I do not have telescope. That was a different run, apparently. Ante 39 without Perkeo is more difficult. Yeah, that I could see. That's fair. Oh, yeah, because the Ante 32 boss is probably, like, horrid. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. This is a really odd angle. Let's go Devil card here just so I can burn the Emperor. I don't want to use this. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 on wheels. That would have been hilarious. Let's go... I know I said Lovers on the red seal would be cool, but I think Lovers on the purple seal is better. Because if I can copy this purple seal, then I just get more tarot cards. And that just kind of snowballs into having like a billion of those. Baseball card also just wins us the game. Because that's essentially just 2 more Ancient Jongleur triggers. I think this is just my build. Clurbs, we get a blue seal. That's sick. Okay, that face down card is not a Clurb, so he dies. Unlucky. Should be looking at misprint. Are we serious? This is a 1 in 7, by the way. 7 of diamonds. That is not a club. Should have looked at misprint, because if there was a club on top, then tossing that blue seal wasn't optimal, which there probably was, but that's okay. Where's the canonical Trib event? I mean, if there's a Trib now, I'm just not taking it, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Trib at this point in the game is less stable than Ancient, I think. Actually, it might be close. What deck is this? This is yellow deck. Petroglyph, I think I don't want. -1 discard's kind of stinky. I mean, we could, like, do it, but I don't think I need it. That is a wild card and a blue seal. I will add that to the deck. No blue seal value. I'm going to cry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Purple seal. Where are you on? Diamonds. Das ist gut. Death card. That's huge. Can I find my wild purple seal? 6 of Clurbs. I think I tossed 1 blue seal here just to cycle. Okay. I could strip the gold here and just make a Lover's Queen. I think that's fine. Go for one of these, and then go for one of these. This will get a funny number. Needle, he's going to fail to draw. It's Jover. No, I'm just going to hit tarot cards in the shop that make it impossible for me to miss the draw. Trust. I mean, worst case scenario, we just Petroglyph into the Needle and then it's completely fine. See? Okay, this I hold for Needle. We're on Clurbs. Let's do this. Let's do this. Justice is pretty cool. I wish I had a Devil card for you, but that's okay. Let's go just for one of these, because I do want to use that glass card. Damn, no clubs, huh? Streamer has just gone for the built different method. Exactly. I used an anti-32 juggle tag. You need to farm so much more money than for regular Naninf. Doing an idle ticket mid-game feels mandatory. Gotcha. That seems intuitive. What the fuck is this RNG, bro? I might have to use this damn lover's card just to get out of the blind. This is horrid. If I have a club on top, I'll keep greeting the gold blue seal, but if there's no club on top, yeah, there's not a club on top. I think I'm just tossing this guy, bro. Hopefully our boss draw is better. Well, surely we're just getting in the shit draw out of the way here, right? Yeah, once again, if there's a club on top, I'll keep... Okay, there is a club on top, so I'll keep this gold card. I do have to play this blue seal, but we at least, like, survive with the lover's card intact. And I top deck another blue seal, so we can now use this. Little shaky, but we're chilling. I believe in you, fuck. Thank you, Bacon. I appreciate you. Clubs went clubbing. Clubs did go clubbing. 2 and 4 wheel, shucks. True. We're using lovers on face cards? Probably. $9. Ooh, Eternal Rental credit card? Yes, please. Whiff the 1 and 3 for Jupiter. That's fine. Could take this to block. Mime, if we had steel, would be cool. Punished for taking the cert and or the baseball card, because we can't really slot in photo here, but that's completely fine. Everybody wave goodbye. Moon card, ass. This red seal is a really nice lover's target, so probably we just keep that in hand. Looking for one more diamond. Huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the flush, we do this just to draw value cards. Nada, unfortunate. This is Dies to Verdant Leaf Turbo Angle. Why did he buy 4 Eternals? No, we're chilling. Negative skip takeable? Exactly. Exactly. We never die to Leaf, bro. We just roll the nat negative Luchador. We're completely fine. Psychic is free. Let's go blank. No, we're just going to blank into Antimatter. Actually, the 5-head play is to just sell Ancient Joker, and then this Judgment has another Ancient Joker. You guys just don't get it, bro. What are my most prevalent suits? We want to hang either 2 hearts or a heart and a spade to keep suits relatively even for Ancient Joker. Bluth nuke, that is how it works. On a serious note, what's our Verdant Leaf plan? I genuinely did not think of that. Reroll voucher or negative skip or dying.
Streamer, what's your build of the day? That's definitely a real thing that I totally didn't make up just now.
Baseball card is the build of the day because the YouTube video that I recorded for tomorrow that I recorded today had a baseball card, and the stream has had a baseball card. So build of the day is any baseball card build that you can get off the ground. You actually probably should unironically be taking negative skip. Yeah, exactly. We just take negative skip and then it's fine. And we get the Raffle chatters in here. We get to show them a negative skip, which is the best skip in the game. Don't let Raffle tell you anything otherwise, chat. W build of the day. Yo, I appreciate it. Eternal negative. I will freak out if that happens. No, it'll just be an eternal negative showman that pulls another negative Ancient Joker. You guys wouldn't get the 5-head strats, bro. I can take the star card because we don't have that many diamonds in the deck. We'll take one more reroll. Buns. This is how we convert raiders to long-term viewers. Negative skip. Raffle is a net hater. Shock has the lines locked in. Holy, dude, I'm thinking of all the lines today, dude. We're not losing. Trust. Is it worth playing this as a high card? Probably. Am I going to? Nah. What am I converting into diamonds? 2 hearts and a spade. I have the 2 hearts. Surely we draw more. Yeah, there we go. I can do this. I think ranks don't matter outside of, like, face cards. Yeah. That should be fine. Oh, shit. I was thinking hearts for some reason. Okay, I just threw away, like, all the diamonds in the world. If I die here, cue the clip of me throwing away the diamonds. Nah, we're fine. We're fine. Chat, I'm just joking around, bro. Like, we're not dead there. Imagine how easy C++ would be if negative spawned more often. I mean, imagine how much easier the game would be. Even as negative jokers, or even as, like, randomly generated jokers, like, negatives are pretty broken. Pretty probable for a Jupiter card in this pack. Huge. We're on spades. That's cool. I like that. Reroll voucher, next shop. Trust. Hone. There's the photo again. Mark is kind of buns, but I mean, we can just like sort by spam and it should be completely fine. Let's fool for a Jupiter card. And then I guess I can just make you into gold. Antimatter, right? Yeah, exactly. I didn't even check skips. Okay. Hugely punished if there was a negative skip here, but there wasn't, so we're chilling. Get enough Jupiters to destroy the leaf anyway. It's free. Low-key. Kind of what I'm hoping maybe happens. Probably not going to happen without like a chalkboard or something, but it is what it is. We just roll any nat negative and then the run is free. Hi, Shock. How long did it take you to consistently get viewers while playing Balatro? Well, define consistently get viewers. Because I think you could make an argument that I still don't get, like, consistent. I mean, I get consistent viewership, obviously, but my viewership numbers are, like, all over the place is what I'm getting at. I don't know. I started streaming Balatro. I started streaming, like, years ago when I was, like, still in high school. But I was never super consistent with it. And then I started streaming on my 6 days a week schedule September of 2024. And I started streaming Balatro, or like making Balatro content, Valentine's Day of 2025. Probably I started getting consistent viewership around April, May, give or take. Do you know one of those cheap viewers bot chats? Yeah, click that. Yeah, exactly. No, definitely do not do that. That is a horrible gambit. Albeit maybe like a little bit funny. I'm not even going to say that because I know somebody in my chat's going to do that and then just blame it on me. Like a sort of active chat. Yeah, maybe like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. That was also with the caveat that I already had a decently sized YouTube following and I posted far more than I did now, particularly on YouTube Shorts. Or like short form content in general. Like when I first started posting Balatro content, I think that was still, it was either when I was still posting 3 times a day or it was like right after I was posting 3 times a day for shorts, which I don't do anymore because, fun fact, making YouTube Shorts is kind of mind numbing and like not fun. but it is really good for growth. So like if you're, you know, if you're trying to get yourself off the ground as a creator, definitely make YouTube Shorts. It's free, but they're not super fun to make, I will say, personally. Are these? There's no way to tell if these are like spades, right? So I think we just discard here. We got the Fool. Still no way to tell if these are spades. I can just Fool for death, bro. I'm just gonna do that. With no sock triggers, this might just barely dodge the win. Okay, no, we're chilling. If we didn't have baseball card, it dodged win, but we're chilling otherwise. Were you already into the game like that already? I didn't play Balatro consistently until I started making content on it, no. When I started streaming Balatro consistently, I was like a 40 hours in Balatro gamer. I don't think I even had gold staked one deck before I started streaming. Glow up. We got Cerulean Bells, so we did not get punished by the leaf. What made you pick up the game initially? The Game Awards. I'm just gonna keep it a stack. I had never heard of the game in my entire life because I wasn't like I wasn't in the roguelike community. Not to say that I didn't like the category or like the genre, because I have always had somewhat of an affinity for roguelikes, but I was just not in the community, so I had never even heard of it until the Game Awards that year. And I was like, oh shit, this like indie title developed almost entirely by this one dude is like in the running for Game of the Year. I gotta try this shit. So when it got nominated, when it came out that it was nominated for Game of the Year, we tried it. We played it for like 2 streams because I was still doing variety content, which also, let me just say, if you're a content creator on the rise, don't do variety content, okay? You're going to be stuck as... You can be the funniest person of all time, and unless you are posting like 70 times a day, if you're doing variety content as an up-and-coming creator, you're going to be stuck at like 2 viewers for your entire life. Don't do variety content as a new streamer. But yeah, I was still doing like variety gaming, so I was like, oh shit, this like indie game is like in the running for Game of the Year. That's sick as hell. We got to try it out. And I picked it up. I enjoyed it. Also, a big contributor was in January. A big contributor of me... Like, I played the game, and I really enjoyed it when I played it. A big part of me getting into the game and, like, starting to want to get better at the game was I got sick in January with laryngitis. It was the sickest I have ever been in my entire life. Not this January. January of 2025, obviously. Got sick with laryngitis, did not stream for like 2 weeks straight. Was literally the sickest I've ever been in my entire life. Would not recommend. And during that period when I was not streaming, I would wake up and play either Baldur's Gate 3 or Balatro, go to sleep. And that was just my life for like a week and a half. And so I started watching like, you know, raffle videos to try and improve at the game. I started getting more interested in playing like higher difficulties, and then when I eventually made my return to streaming, I was like, all right, I'm gonna fuck this variety gaming bullshit. This is not getting me anywhere. I gotta pivot to one game. Balatro is in it was at a point where like when I picked it up, it hadn't even been in the public eye for like a year. So I was like, okay, this game is in its genesis and it's got like a cult following already, so this is going to be a good game for me to just lock in on. It's a game that I'm not going to get burnt out on for a very, very long time, just because A, I enjoy the game quite a bit, and B, it's just like kind of the, you know, it's just kind of the call of roguelikes to like, you can play them for hours and hours and hours and still kind of be enthralled with the game. So I was just like, yeah, I'll just play Balatro, and that'll be my channel now. And the rest is just where you see me now. Let's do one of these. Death of Wild Red Seal. Can discard this. Bang. Anyway, streamer, when do we go back to Marvel Rivals? Never. Marvel Rivals solo. Marvel Rivals, when I streamed it, was fun because I always streamed with my IRL friends. and we would play in a stack. Also Luchador, so I guess Luchador not being negative doesn't do anything, but there's an ectoplasm in this pack. That would have been so funny. But yeah, Marvel Rivals in a like any comp game, dude. I use the same analogy with League. League in a stack, fun as hell. League solo queuing, like bottom 5 gaming experiences, and Marvel Rivals is the exact same way. If you're queuing in a stack in Marvel Rivals, very fun, very engaging game. If you're solo queuing, bro, just hop off. Just play something else. For your sake, man. I do have the flush here. Online gaming in general is just more fun in a stack. Yeah, exactly. It's fun because you and your friends can, like, cut up because you already know each other. So, like, you're already having fun because you're playing it with your friends. But also just, like, you're making the guarantee that you're not just getting matched against bots. And I don't mean actual robots. I just mean, like, you know, people who, even if they mean well and are, like, you know, nice people, they just, like, suck at the game because that can be frustrating in, like, a ranked setting. What if your friends are evil? Well, if you have evil friends, then you should get new friends, or I'm just assuming you're evil yourself, and that doesn't really matter, right? So I think that's kind of just splitting hairs, isn't it? I didn't mind solo queuing in League, but I also didn't care about winning. Yeah, I mean, if you're a casual solo queuer, that's different, but I solo queue ranked because I'm mentally ill, which is not a good strat in, like, any game. Stick to 1, maybe 2 games at most, Jacob Mexpino said. I would say just 1 game. If you're splitting, somebody said only do 1 game so that split communities isn't a problem. I don't think it's necessarily the split communities. I just think if you're putting your eggs in multiple baskets, it's kind of hard to, like, gain traction, right? 6 to 7 games. Shut up. That is crazy. It's just hard to keep traction, or to, like, gain traction, to gain momentum if you're putting your eggs into multiple different baskets. Because, like, the analogy that I always used for people, because, like, a lot of the times my IRL friends would be like, bro, why do you only play Balatro now? Like, I enjoyed playing your variety content. And that's, like, because they know they're watching me for me. They're not watching they're not watching me for the game. But, like, if I'm playing Balatro and, I don't know, what's another Balatro-esque game? Or not even a Balatro-esque game. If I'm playing Balatro and Minecraft, if I'm making content on both of those things simultaneously, in general, this obviously doesn't apply to, like, big streamers, because big streamers, more people watch them for, like, who they are as opposed to the games that they play. But if you're starting out as a content creator, if you're playing Balatro and Minecraft, somebody who subscribed to you because they saw a Minecraft clip of yours that they thought was cool, or a Minecraft video, like, somebody who subscribed to you because they saw you playing Minecraft and thought you were fun, more than likely, this is going to sound harsh, but I'm just putting it bluntly, I don't mean it in a harsh manner, more than likely they're not going to give a fuck about any of your, like, Balatro content, right? And vice versa. Somebody who follows you for Balatro more than likely is not going to care about the Minecraft stuff that you post. So in general, it's just better to keep to 1 game. Which is why you really have to work to find a game that you don't burn out on, because you should expect to post about just that game for, like, a year minimum. But it's like, if you're putting your eggs in multiple baskets, you're just running the risk of, like, having having a viewer that watches you 1 time and then sees you post another game and just decides, yeah, I don't really care about this because they're not posting my game consistently, right? So I would just say stick to 1 game. And obviously it's like, you know, everything related to content creation is RNG, but it's like it's like Balatro, full circle. Everything is RNG, but there are things that you can do to improve your RNG, right? Just like in Balatro, obviously the seed is randomly generated, and things such as, and, like, the shops are all random and stuff like that, but, like, there are lines that you can take in games of Balatro that improve your odds of winning, and content is the same exact way. Obviously, you can pop off as a variety gamer and go from, like, 1 viewer to 2,000 overnight, but usually that's just not the case, right? 99 times out of 100, probably more. This seed that I'm living through is kind of whack. Not gonna lie. Can I reset? Nah, bro. You gotta live life as a streaker. You gotta play every seed, no matter how whack it is. Kidding. I'm glad I met you. Thank you, Luca. He cannot comprehend any idea if it's not Balatro. Now, that is actually so true. That is actually so true. I failed high school because they didn't put things into Balatro terms because it didn't exist until 3/4 of the way through my senior year. Very not true. If you know, you know. Anyway. W streak that we have cooking. That is 2-0 for this stream, right? Or did I forget to update the streak? I think that's a 4 streak. All right. Prediction has been paid out. We're going to lock in again on gold stake, yellow deck. I have to go piss real quick. So, chatters, feel free to gamble your points. I'm going to go empty my bladder and fill my water bottle. Not necessarily at the same time. You catch my drift. Smash like, join the Discord, plugging all the things that I'm supposed to plug because I got a big raid. Love you guys. I'll be back in like 10 seconds and then we'll start another game. Hola. I'm back. Took a little while longer than intended. My mother got home from work and she's been kind of sick recently, so I wanted to check in on her, see how she was feeling. Spoiler alert, not much better, unfortunately. Anyway. Guys, he's going to lose. You should put 10k into hating trust. Definitely not. Definitely not. We're locked in yet again. All right. Let's see if we can crank the streak up to a 5-er, huh? See, this is one of those starts where I feel enticed to check misprint. I don't like doing that at the start because I feel like it's a huge cop-out, but this is just one of the starts. 10 of diamonds is not actually, like, helpful. Oh, wait, no, that is helpful because I can just do this. Huge! Do we take the skip? What skip? This was an investment tag. I think you never take economy tag on yellow deck. $14 is not worth missing your first shop, IMO. This is, like, kind of an extreme example, but this is precisely why. Espa V takes econ tag? Really? I did not know this. Espa V takes econ, but not investment? Do I have that correct? That is weird. Midas Mask, easy clap? Pretty much. I could take these buffoon packs, but I think I want to save some money for early clearance sale, because early clearance sale with Midas Mask pretty much just means that I can buy whatever I want for the rest of the run, which is obviously pretty cool. Espa V takes investment. I thought Espa didn't take investment small blind. Am I just making shit up? Apparently I'm spreading misinformation on the internet. Seven of hearts, huh? Playing a little riskily here. Two pair is 30 chips is 50 times 4. That's 200 points. With Grimbo, I should be fine to just play. I'm not getting gold value here, but it's fine. I would rather just not pass away. Apparently, I can't do math, but that's okay because they just hand me the full house on the silver platter. Should definitely gotten punished for that, but I digress. Can we talk about how goated Espa V's emotes are? I love Espa's emotes. They're so funny. Damn, this is one of those starts where I just want to take everything, and, like, obviously I can't. We could go clearance sale into Spectral Pack. I think we're allowed to with 5 gold cards in the deck. Hopefully you can grab a Mime, too. Mime with Eternal Midas might be a little weird, but I wouldn't mind it. I mean, pretty much anything in the shop is good. I think Runner's the worst thing, but even Runner is, like, pretty phenomenal. Obviously, not knowing what's in the Buffoon Pack. Obviously, if the Buffoon Pack is filled with just shit, then it's not good, but, like, no way to know. Lock in, get Immolate. Anybody up for a little 50-50 Russian roulette? Midas Mask just ends the run. Grimbo just wins. Midas could still be good if you get exactly Vamp, but, like, that's not a good strat. Streamer, why didn't you get Immolate Onk Midas for baseball? That is actually true. Baseball has been a recurring character. Break his streak, boost Onk. Midas Vamp Midas is only slightly better. True. I don't think second Midas works even with Vamp. It's been oh yeah, because the ordering is weird. Rip it? I'm not ripping this shit. We're going Gold Seal. Gold Seal there for the record, still not that bad. I will be misprint teching because if we have a flush, that's pretty useful information. I think I just keep all my spades, except for the queen, obviously. You would need 2 vamps. Hey, still possible. Albeit extraordinarily unlikely. Ace of diamonds. That's very useful. Thank you. Again, I know I'm not stacking all of the gold, but like I'm just trying to win so that I can maybe get to a point where I can stack more gold. If you have another vamp, the second vamp won't suck no matter what. Oh, wait, true. Chat, I'll rip Onk if I get 5 gifted. I'm not doing shit like that, bro. As funny as it would admittedly be. I mean, this is funny. Sure, why not? A pair maxing run? You shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have, video game. Thank you so much. You're so kind. One-time madness? Oh my god, that would be... it would be just everywhere. You know what I mean when I say that. It would be everywhere, chat. Leaf getting scary again already? I mean, not really, because on this run, we're presuming that we're paramaxing, in which case Leaf is just a complete nothing burger. Eternal Squimbo? That would be so funny. I mean, Rebate is unironically takeable here, if you ask me. I'm thinking Cardo. Sly gives us much more score, but I think Sly also makes us win too fast for our 2 scalars. What was I scoring with pairs? Rebate is too greedy, IMO. With 2 scalars, I think it's completely fine, but like we definitely don't need it. And with it being eternal, we would just like need a ×3 X-Molt Joker, which is maybe not the best gambit. How much was Pair of Kings? Pair of Kings was 500 points. Like, I could definitely take Cardo here. It's just kind of weird. I think I take Cardo. Eternal Rebate feels bad. Yeah. There's also Wasteful Voucher in the shop, which is really nice. Holy Erection. Hello, Kita. Welcome in. I'm greed maxing here, bro. I'm going to be checking misprint every damn play. Hell yeah. We're at interest cap, and I get that pre-cash out Hermit. This is looking sexy so far. Pre this run dying to I. That will be the most tragic shit of all time if it happens. I'm going to take Wasteful just to get it out of the pool. I'm going to keep it a stack. I don't even know if we're going to be using that, but 3 rentals and 4 dogshit jokers. Scary Face is okay, but he's rental, so no. POV turn 2 Ristic study be like? True. Using it for the Wasteful tag skip, clearly. 5 head, 5 head. I mean, this is just extra money, you know? W Cardo, holy shit. Also picking up Delayed Grat into Zavasa. 5 head. Have we been killing it tonight? Pretty much. I ain't gonna lie. Got a 5 on top. So we'll hit him with one of these. Speculative Wasteful for delayed. Sick. Yeah, exactly. See, chat. When I say 2 steps ahead... you guys have no idea. 11 clams. We have the window. That's free. We'll take Hone because, like, any polychrome joker that we can happen upon is pretty sick. I think I'm dodging gift card here. How crazy of a take is that? I mean, we do have a bunch of Eternals, though, so, like, Temperance value could be sick. I feel like gift card is maybe better. I'm going to take gift card just on the speculation that we get a baseball card. This is sexy, but actually, no, it's not because I have gold. Yeah, no, none of these matter. Could have been reserved there. Is Cardo better than Glorp? If it keeps giving me Hermits, no. Or is Glorp better than Cardo if it keeps giving me Hermits? No. But, like, if this gives me some shit like a Priestess, then I would just much rather have a Glorp. Yeah, I think I'm just taking the Glorp, man. Go one more roll. We can strength 10s into more faces is, I think, the play with that. This Cardo feels good according to our past history. Yeah, true. I just passed up like $60,000 in Hermit revenue. Ace of Clubs on top. I'll do this, and I have the strength to get out if it comes to that. Never mind, I'll just win. Bro missed out on the 5 Hermit Cartomancer? Yeah, actually. I'm crestfallen. I'm here to mess with brains. You pronounce the H twice in Threshold. Do you? I think the first H is more a part of an SH sound, correct? I don't think that's exclusively an H sound. I would disagree with that take. We even found red card. I mean, we're just not taking it here, but like it is kind of funny that all of the D1 scalers are pulling up. The SH sound is a diphthong, I believe it's called. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you refrain from using that term in Twitch chat. This stunts my gold value right now, but it puts another gold card in the deck. Glorp was worth. He gave me 1 level. Welcome back, Odin. Do I need bones? Not immediately, so I'm just not going to take them. I need to greed more gift card value. Pre me dying to anti-4I, but I digress. Do you prefer Focus Thong or Dip Shock? Ticket? We're not taking Ticket here. Ticket leaves me 1 slot for X-Molt, which is not going to be the play. Bye, gotta go to dinner. Thanks for the content. May your win streak last a while. Appreciate you, Vulcan. Many thanks. Hope your dinner is prosperous, man. I think I'm taking this bones here just because, I mean, we learned yesterday that if we see... like any boss denying technology and we don't take it, we just die. So I think I'm going to sell this gift card for the speculative bones. Go get the blue seal in the pack. Bacon, why would you lie to me, man? That's like not very nice of you. We do have gold though, so I am going to swipe that. Could have taken the foil runner. Counterpoint, not doing that. Not that one, the spectral pack. Huh? Okay, cool. That could maybe be troublesome. Maybe we get rewarded for taking bones. Bang. Trousers is not the pivot. I like how we're saying it is gift card. What do you... I'm confused. Back-to-back temperances, W gift card. Yeah, I could take that. Makes Midas the slightest bit awkward, but like, yeah, I could take that. That's pretty cool. Gonna sack here to try and get gold value. All but one eternal. Yeah, but like this is not a scenario where we're probably dying to verdant leaf, so I think it's fine. I think we could literally replace this guy with a 5th eternal and probably never die. To verdant leaf anyway. Trigger chalkboard for the memes there, just because the next pair wins anyway. My posture is shite. I'm gonna fix that real quick because I just noticed. We'll take Uranus Guard into Mercury. It's like that one challenge where you have to lock all your jokers at the end of Ante 4. Wait, true. No, I'm just playing that challenge. Sizak gets it. We need a posture check redeem. I low-key would not mind that. I like how I kept the Pluto card in the shop to planet block, even though I have telescope. I'm ahead of the game, chat. I mean, 5-head plays into 5-head plays. Keep the moon and world card for our red faces, because those are going to be like the things that we want to convert the most. Bruh. Fine. With chalkboard, I can play one more, just like shitty hand. Could also probably discard. What's my supernova at? My supernova's at 23. Yeah, fuck it, I'm discarding, bro. Never punished. Give me another king, actually. That would be hilarious. Cinema. Did I say hello, Did I say welcome in, Sizak? I literally read Sizak's chat, and then I don't think I acknowledged his presence. Or I did, and I have dementia. I think those are both equally probable. Streamer on Verdant Leaf, we wouldn't be able to get gold card value? No! Sizak rated you? You're gaslighting me? There was literally not a... Maybe I have dementia? You're... Either you have dementia or Twitch is gaslighting me because there was not like a raid pop-up or anything. I think we just both have dementia, Bacon. I think we're just twins in being mentally ill. Sizak raided Phantom and immediately came over here. Based. It's okay. It was a delayed welcome. Yeah. All right, sick. I at least covered the base. I'm keeping bones, man. I don't care. I'm keeping bones. Do I? I don't need the lover's card. Two unks arguing on Sizak's arrival for real. Shock rated Phantom and Sizak, actually. We've entered a new dimension of streaming. That is actually so true. True story, by the way. Shock, what did you think of my comment on the YouTube post? I think I replied to it. With just like a generic like skull emoji. Ass reply. I'm just gonna do this, man. I missed the Scrandle again. Vagabond, I'm gonna keep it a stack. You missed the Scrandle today by like an hour and a half, give or take. That's... I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Welcome in, my childhood friend, though. We don't need Hieroglyph. I would consider it if the boss was not, like, free, but Hook kinda... Hook is only sad because of gold card value. I was watching shows with my roommate. I mean, that low-key takes precedence, to be fair. It's their birthday. Happy birthday, Vagabond's roommate. What shows were we watching? That might just win with planet level. I'm going to go ahead and discard away. Fun fact, Vaga has the same chance of reading my message on stream as Wheel does hitting. That's because Vagabond actually, like, probably locks in on their streams, and you guys are just spoiled, where I will throw games to read every chat. Not everybody is a focus shot gamer where they're completely content to just like tank their win-loss because they think chat is funny. Genie's lying, I do the same shit. Okay, well, Genie lying is also pretty probable, so I'm gonna go ahead and take Vagabond's word on this. Blue Seal is awkward because of Chalkboard, but I can just like put a wild card over that and then it's free real estate. He reads 20 messages in a row and then skips mine. He probably reads the username AustereGenie788 and then just skips it on purpose. So I think you're just like kind of framing this in a wrong light. He probably just reads the name Austere Genie and is like, okay, he's gonna say some bullshit or he's just gonna rage bait, so he just passes you up. Which honestly, like, I can't even blame him. Genie lying is so probable that I incorrectly assumed they were lying a few days ago. I've done it multiple times. I stopped rage baiting. See, that's like paradoxical because that sentence in itself I feel is rage bait. Genie's been well behaved recently. I can't even lie. Interessante. Me when I lie. I don't know. Genie's like never well behaved in my chat, but my chat's also just the Wild West of the Balatro community, so like that could just be an outlying circumstance. Surely I get a pair that allows me to greet all of these. Okay, I don't, but like this is still fine. This Wild West has 150 people. I mean, like, the Wild West is usually pretty stacked, right? What are you on about? Your chat being the Wild West streamer? We're not Raffles chat. I'm not talking in the sense of, like, rage bait. I'm talking about in the sense of, like, goofy and, like, suggestive shit that gets said. Not that I have a problem with it, because, like, I say constantly whenever I get good jokers that my cock is erect on stream, but, like, you know. That doesn't count. I'm the streamer. You guys are weird. Stream Elements hates me. 12% furry. I'm sorry you're being profiled by Stream Elements. That's crazy. Hello, Misprint. Would I pay a rental fee to not have to check menu for Misprint tech? No. Needle is fine, question mark? Focus, did you see the announcement, by the way? I'm assuming you're referring to Major League Season 3? Shock, did you congratulate both Vagabond and Sizak on getting into MLB? Yeah, that's actually huge. That's like awesome for you two. I'm very excited to watch those matches. I want the Cheos here, but like I just don't need it. I think Bones is going to be way better. I mean, Bones is like needle insurance, worst case, right? Shock, will we see you next season? I don't know, bro. I'm not in charge. I was gonna say I'm probably a brand risk because I say too much whack shit, but I mean, Vagabond's in there, so like that can't be the case. I thought Sizak was in Season 2. Sizak and Vagabond were both in Minor League, which is more than likely what you're thinking of. I was so prepared for that to hit Mr. Bones. Bear and Edsy has said worse things. I would know. Edsy, I would believe. Bear? I don't know, man. I made them talk like that. Okay. Well, I mean, that lacking context is kind of wild. I'm not gonna have you elaborate. Any fellow MLC Major League Chud contenders in here? I feel like I could probably contend for that. Doc has said stuff. Doc says sus things, but he's at least tasteful with it. Belanos is believable. Does Belanos actually say that much whack shit? That's actually so based. There's definitely going to be a boss that sneaks up on me here because I'm just not paying attention to this run whatsoever. Doc says a lot of stuff that's like barely not over the line. Well, he also does it in like a, you know, he is the true meaning of suggestive. His sus things that he says are kind of like a blink and you'll miss it type of thing. You know? He does it in a way that makes you think. Yeah, exactly. Streamer, I'm proud that you haven't mentioned your VIP and raffle yet today. No, we got a raffle raid, so I mentioned it. Somebody in chat highlighted a message that said it, so I had to mention it. All right, I think this should win, barring lucky card proc, but even if it doesn't, we have bones. Yeah, we're chilling. Typical of a professor, TBH. That is true. Of course he says about it with a class trader. I can take... Yeah, you gotta be fisting me, bro. Well, I'm really glad that we held on. See? This is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. We're dead here if we don't take this bones for like 30 antes, by the way. This is exactly what I was referring to. Okay, well, now I have to skip this card sharp, which is really unfortunate. Actually, did I have... What was my... I didn't see my shop, right? At least I was not paying attention to my shop. So if we had, like, director's cut in the shop, then that's something we should look at. But I believe that wasn't the case. Yeah, shop is planet merchant, so I just have to skip this and we take bones. Acrobat is just Mr. Bones. Was it? Oh yeah, I guess it was if we beat Needle. Das ist fine. Bones is funnier. Alright, well now I'm not re-rolling jack shit. Not that it actually matters like that, but I can be superstitious. Go acro over bones and end with the pair for real whack moves. Yeah. Probably that was the play. I think we're fine to continue as we are. Yeah, because I mean, like, we're like one planet card away from beating final boss. Unless it's Vessel, but that's like a whole nother can of worms. Ramen is funny, but like, again, that's just not something that I can do. Now we're gonna see like all of the goated technology because I can't take any of it. Can we see the deck? Pretty sure it's like nearly perfect or something for chalkboard. It's not, I mean, it's pretty close. We have so many gold faces. Yeah. It's pretty good in that aspect. I will give you that. I mean, I don't need any money, man. I'm just going to make the chalkboard more consistent. Bang. I didn't mention I got a 7 gold stake win streak while playing on breaks at work. I can usually get a run within 15 minutes. That's huge. Shock, I got 10% of Major League to use MS Paint now. Isn't that isn't that silly? That's awesome. That's huge. Skipping the gold seal value. I'm too cool for it. Damn it. Bang. Genie's actually the secret mastermind behind MLB through MS Paint mod, for real. Yeah, Genie's actually local thunk. He wanted me to not tell you guys, but I'm spilling the beans. I can't hold the secret any longer, chat. Go for a steel card. This is propaganda. All right, we do this. This gets us to bones value. And now we just ship all the dumb hands that allow us to keep as much gold as possible in hand. Pog. The big new update will include MS Paint mod as the default texture. That is true. That is true. Not propaganda. Real shit. Crimson Heart. If we don't get anything more in the shops, that's bad. But with reroll voucher, especially, that's probably not going to be the case. Knock on wood. Card Sharp reappear. That would be fire. That's not good. Oh yeah, I can take double polychrome tag into the boss. Hell yeah, 5-head. Flower pot, sure. Let's do one of these. I wish Thunk would put in a black skin for the cards so the cards are matte black with the numbers and suits. I just think it'd look neat. There's a mod that does that, but I think not a lot of people are fans of it, so do with that info what you will. Where's the trib that we need? Yeah, true. -1 purple seal. There's a direct correlation with how many people are in my chat and how shittily I play. Fun fact. That's probably, like, genuinely researchable. Flower pot into negative splash angle? Wait, 5-head. Switch buttons? Here's the thing. I know you're doing that to fuck me up, but that's actually the second button to redeem this stream. So now I'm just regaining my bearings. You fool. I don't want any of these. I'm going to take halvesies just in case nothing better shows up. I'm really hoping that's not the case. Oh, it's over. Do I want you? Maybe. That's better than halvesies, just because of glass. Oh, fuck. I thought I was... There is a direct correlation with... I can't even blame that one on my chat. I was trying to lock in, and then I just was unable to read, apparently. Anyway. I was wondering what the fuck streamer was doing. Shh. We're gonna win. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna gold card max. I was actually getting it's all an elaborate scheme to get right back up to interest cap. Trust. Oh my god, I'm not getting the gold back. Fuck. I mean, this is still pretty good money though. Exponential inverse correlation. Funny how me being behaved in Vagabond's chat happened at the same time song requests went up in value. Yeah, what a weird correlation, Genie. I wonder why that is. It is curious. Wheel fool wheel, anyone? Damn. Cool. No, not the Chad. I can't believe it. That's actually fine. Just debuff, just bounce between Chad and Midas every time and we're saved. Pretty please. You absolute bum. That's like the worst hit. And I don't have anything in hand that I can put glass on, except for like 2 cards. 4 of spades. I just have to do this, which is so tragic, but I need to be able to put glass on my shit. Oh my god, Hermit, I'm saved. Hermit, I'm saved! Alright, I have no more glass, right? I could discard for steel here, but I think that's not necessary. Save glass for chalkboard hand. Yeah, I guess that is worth, huh? Is it? What's my planet level? Yeah, that's probably worth. Alright, so what was on top then? I think it was a 5. Yeah, it was a 5 of spades. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Hierophant, huge. I didn't see that shit. 6 of clubs. Welcome back, lovers. You were missed. I think with steel, we're still fine here, but like, bro. I mean, I don't have another... all my discards are gone, so I literally just have to do this. And if there's not a pair on top, then we shit our pants. 4 of clubs. Yep, that's not helpful. Cycle the king, keep the steel, I guess. Hit him with one of these. I'd still hold it, I think. I mean, if we play the glass with chalkboard here, that's like... that presumably gets us into the realm where another just chalkboard hand wins. And this is glass with steel, right? I feel like it's... You're probably fine to hold or keep. Next debuff chalkboard? That's what I'm saying, bro. Surely we need to play 2 pairs. If we get the Chad glass with chalkboard, then we shouldn't. But I know this Crimson Heart is just going to bounce right back to chalkboard, and then I just am sitting there. Is this Lover's card relevant at all? I think not. How much is this scoring? This glass is only amounting to a plus 17. So realistically, if our first pair scored 134, this is probably scoring like 150. That puts us to 184. Figure 185 because we're so close. And then just any other chalkboard pair wins on the backswing. I think we just play this glass, bro. $17 times 3 equals plus 51 from glass. Oh, you're right, because of the steel. I mean, yeah, I think we just ship the pair then, dude. Ship the pair and hope we top deck queen and jack and it doesn't debuff exactly chalkboard. If we hold the glass, we're screwed anyway if it debuffs chalkboard, right? So we just got to play this, bro. Steel 2 plus 76.5. Oh, you're talking times 3 from the board? Yeah, I mean, we just ship this, dude, every time. 130, what the fuck? And a debuff chalkboard, dudes! Actually suck my nuts, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, well, if we held the glass anyway, like, it's cooked. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so Acrobat over Bones is what wins here. If we take... It's literally just a diff in that one pack. It's literally just that one, misplaying that one pack collapsed the entire run. If we took Acrobat in that one pack over Bones and then played the pair last into the eye, then we just don't lose against heart. Which is fucking tragic, but, I mean, skill issue. So it is what it is. Crimson Shart. Bro, this boss is literally such a nothing burger if that exact sequence doesn't happen, and it's a complete nothing burger if we take Acrobat, which again shouldn't matter, but like bro, I say it every time. Every time something like this happens, it's a 10%. Even if it's a 1% chance to lose, it's a 1% chance to lose, as opposed to a 0%. So you just always take the Acrobat there, right? I foolishly skipped. That's crazy, unfortunate. Like 1 in 300 to lose, basically, pretty much. But what can you do? We could have had a 0 in 300 is the point. Which that's like a huge like micro play that shouldn't matter, but like that's why you always do those anyway, because like it just mattered. I can't even be mad because that's just like as much as we just got bent over by RNG, that is still like entirely a skill issue. Imagine if Crimson Heart wasn't a bitch. Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't debuff, even if it debuffs one of our plus molters, if it either doesn't debuff Chad or doesn't debuff Chalkboard one time there, like we get out. It just is what it is. I think there was a way out there. In retrospect, playing the glass with Chad online would have scored more. Yeah, but not enough to get out, I don't think. We would need to bridge a 95,000 point gap, I think, with the knowledge that Chalkboard is debuffed. We still don't get out. Like, we could have scored more here, but I think it's just losing with 305,000 as opposed to losing with, like, 365,000 or something. I don't think Chad Glass is ever enough to get us out. I could be mistaken because I'm just going off of vibe, but I think we still, even if we just narrowly whiff, I think we still whiff. It matters in gold, I fear? Yeah. My iPad died. Did we win? I got some bad news. I got some tragic news. Mods, do we pay out prediction? No, that's actually so sad. Ugh. All right. Still ended up getting a 4 streak, though. That's not bad. We got Sizak and Anti-K in here. Yeah, bro, this has been like the stream full of cameos. We've had a bunch of people pull up. It's been fun. All right. Well, we're starting from the ground up. We're starting from the ground up. Bang. I'm so rare, I'm a cameo now. Is Kita anti now? What a promotion. See, that's how you can tell you're a new gen, because you didn't already know that Kita was anti. Nothing against the new gens, but you know, that's a crazy statement for people who have been here. Now I gotta slow play my shillings like a chud. That's actually so sad, man. Technically unket. Oh, that is true. Technically unket. Is that a demotion or a promotion? I think it could be considered either. Gamble is up for people who want to bet channel points. Are we going to continue the loss streak, or are we going to break it with a W? I'm actually so upset that there's like, dude, I'm actually so upset over that loss. I can't be mad because Acrobat was always the better play there, but like, holy shit, should it have just not mattered ever? That's... Furthermore, if we get any boss in Anti-7 other than because we already got Needle, we keep the bones until Anti-8 Crimson Heart, and then even if we get destroyed this hard, we still take it home. Unless we get even worse RNG and Bones gets debuffed last hand. Like, so much shit had to align in the exact wrong fashion for us to lose there. But, like, again, I can't be mad because, like, just take the Acrobat and we win. I think it's a promotion, like, when my friends call me a two-faced rat. Okay? I mean, that is fair, though. I miss the sold run counter. Alright, Monoclay anti-1. Dude, new update. Take Monoclay out of the anti-1 boss pool. Take Hook out of the anti-1 boss pool. And I'll be able to die happy. I don't even need Hook out of there. Nor do I... Okay, in fairness, I don't need Monoclay out of there either. But, like, Monoclay sucks. Anti-1. Ancient Jonkler is perishable. So I will be taking this and then just refunding my Buffoon pack. Take Pillar out, too. I don't think Pillar is usually that impactful. I guess Hook isn't either. Really, I'm just mad at Monoclay. I think Monoclay is fine the majority of the time, but it still just sucks. Just take it out. Can we put Ox in anti-1 boss pool and nowhere else? Unironically, I think that's worse for the vast majority of runs. I know you're trolling, but I think Ox and anti-1 is like a run killer more so than like anti-7, dude. Because that just bankrupts you into anti-2. If you have ass jokers into anti-2, you're just cooked. Next update, remove the third blind every anti. I think we should have anti-1 needle. Anti-1 needle would be really funny. Just to piss off all the people who don't know to go for the optimal flush every time. Can we put the wall anti-1, please? Always like 100%. That would be hilarious. How would anti-1 Ox even work? It would only pick high card, right? Oh, true, because Ox is... It gets picked like when the boss appears. It doesn't get picked when you go into it. So, no, it would work the same way as Telescope, and it would always pick straight flush, right? Because Telescope is if you have hands that are the same value, then it just picks whatever your highest one up on the menu is. And I would assume that would still happen at 0 played, so it would just always pick straight flush anti-1, right? I mean, I'd be fine with that. Then it's just free. New update, new stake called Fuck You Stake, and every boss is an endgame boss. I'm gonna say it, easier than the game in its current state. I guess barring Vessel. Vessel could be really bad. The other 4 bosses, like 90% of the time, are just nothing burgers, though. I think that would high-key make the game easier if every boss was a finisher. Vessel would kill so many more runs, but other than that, like, all of the other bosses already don't matter anti-8. That was like a crazy, like, Midwest accent right there. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm gonna go for the flush just because Monoclay is stupid and I hate him. Okay, now I'll play high pairs. Nope, I'll go for the flush. I don't want to die. Does that work with Obelisk? Like, if I if I play 5 flushes and 5 pairs, could I just infinitely alternate pairs and then flush? No, because you're not playing them simultaneously, right? If you play 5 pairs and 5 flushes, if you play a pair, you would go up to 6 pairs, right? So then Obelisk resets. If you could somehow play 2 hands at once, then in theory that would work. But, like, that never happens. So in the game's current state, no, that's not a thing. He's Midwesting it? No, the people can't know where I'm from. I gotta forget my roots. Just break the rules of the game for Obelisk. High key deserved. Best Joker. W rage bait. I'm a go. Good night. Good night, Odin. Appreciate you popping in. Blue Stake rework. Campfire moved up to Legendary, and it would still be broken. Obelisk does break the rules because it's the only thing that keeps track of 2 highest. No. No? I mean, I guess. But, like, Telescope, your highest can only be 1 result. So I think that's, like, I mean, like, you're correct, but... Like, I don't know. Does this 3-oak win? I think this pair doesn't win, right? This is +6. This is 32 time. This maybe wins. I think I'm not going to risk it. I think the 3-oak is better. I mean, I'm playing like I have Grimbo for some reason. I can just ship a flush here and that guaranteed wins. So I'm going to, like, stop playing like a bot. Real quick. Hey, Mercury level. That's pretty sick. I rather like that. Pains me to say, but Grabber is not looking super achievable. This is getting me there, right? Yes. Imagine going into Ox with all hands played equally and Ox says playing any hand sets money to 0. That would just be so sad. I would freak out. We'll take Grabber. I think that's a risky play with only Supernova in my Joker slots, but I don't care. 5 hands is immense power, all right? You just got to trust me on this one. We only need to make 400 points per hand now. This is huge. Just full skip the block. Just skip the boss 5-head? Is this guy stupid? Just full skip the boss and then you don't lose your money? Easiest solution of my life. I mean, are the people who play this game just idiots? Could play the straight. I think I'm just better off hunting for a pair. 8 of diamonds, huh? That's not helpful. You absolute bum. I knew you were going to put a king on the top of my deck. I hate you. Just cry and then the game feels bad and gives you a cookie. Like, dude, it's not that hard. Exactly, bro. People just don't want to use the meta strat, but like low key, it just makes sense. Squimbo. I'm horny. Hallucination. Even better. I'm not taking that Arcana pack. That's bait as shit. This Squimbo, my goat here, by the way. Winning formula right now, you could say? Yeah, maybe. Perhaps. Pretty good lineup, I can't lie. 8 clams. Let's go Priestess. Huge. Fish could be a problem, especially since I'm forced to burn one of my discards. Balala, I agree. Welcome in, Jackie. That's awesome. If this is a high card, it's so cooked. Yep. Das ist cool. Das ist cool. Oh, it's so cooked. All right, well, we're losing. GGWP. When has streamer ever struggled or complained about fish? Yeah, historically, I've like never talked shit about fish in my life. Fun fact. It's actually a boss that I'm like super fond of. Holy shit, we missed it by 63. We missed it by like 74 points. I'm hanging myself in my garage. /S, don't cancel me. Two and two. Shock, please don't become the hung man. All right, I got one more in me, so we'll see if we go positive or negative for win-loss. Normally with this many people, I would stream for much longer, but I have a lot of stuff that I would like to get done post-stream, and one of those things is eating, because I have not eaten, like, all day. What a bum. Hey! /S as in serious. No, that's /SRS, buddy. Just kidding. You clearly don't know online nomenclature. All right, one more jamble for one more run. We'll see if we go 2 and 3 or 3 and 2. Losers don't eat. Well, then I gotta lock in because I'm famished right now. I'm gonna keep it a stack. It's actually somewhat distracting, but that's okay. A lot of stuff I need to get done. Yeah, dude, we know. You can just go goon. Don't try to play it off. I mean, bro. I'm not ending stream to goon. Good luck. Appreciate you, Jeezy. If you're famished, then, like, let you eat cake. +2. What's the issue? Yeah, true. Okay, kind of weird that you're starving because you could just, like, eat. There's food, like, everywhere. Have you been to a grocery store? Shock lock in. I bet my house on you. I'm throwing the entire game unless you put it in my name as well. Give me the title and I'll think about locking in. My coworker told me that they once gooned 26 times in one day. I'm still a little scared of them now. Your coworker has to be trolling. I don't think there's enough time in the day for that to happen, for that to be the case. Who the fuck tells people that? Yeah, who also tells people, like, if it was like, you know, a homie in a Discord call and they just say that to be weird, that's one thing. Who the hell just, like, tells somebody that in a work setting? Shock, if you lock in, I'll give you a free copy of my game book when I publish it. Not reading chat. Pin a message. Just kidding. We got a king of clubs on top, boys. Yes! I wasn't the one in the conversation. I heard it secondhand. That's... If you're talking like you just heard it in passing, as opposed to like somebody else telling you, I feel like that's worse, no? Because that means they were discussing that loud enough for people in the workspace to hear, which is hilarious, but it's also like concerning, you know, type shit. The other coworker went to me and told me, gotcha. This sounds like a hilarious work environment. This is like some Smiling Friends shit. Yeah, dude, he told me he gooed 26 times in one day. I can't tell if he was kidding or if, like, you know, he just said it to be weird or like what, but like he told me like fully seriously, like I'm not joking. Yeah, I can just top deck the straight. That's huge. I didn't even notice it until just now. Somebody in my YouTube chat just said, "Yo, my bad. Stop calling me out." That's awesome. No. Could have taken Juggler just to sell it. Why? The wall? Okay, you're coming with. Oh, wait, this is anti-2 wall. Wait, who cares? I low-key forgo, because I'm just a silly little guy like that. Listen, I'm not gonna tell you if I goon, you can send the CIA, you ain't getting shit from me. I mean, I'm not doing, like, I'm not gonna tell people in a work setting. Hello? Yeah, you see that guy over there working the fryer? Yeah, that guy could goon 26 times in one day. Do not enter the kitchen when he's around. Please tell me you work in and out. Bro, any food service industry that's cooked. Any food service industry, that is diabolical info to be sharing. It's a grocery store. Dare I say that's worse. Am I wrong? I don't know. Discuss. That's not better. That's what I'm saying. I'm with Patient on this one, bro. Anyway, I was gonna just like go outside and knock on doors to chat to people randomly. That would be so funny. Yay, we win. Unless I don't take the acrobat again. But surely that doesn't happen a second time, right? Surely I top deck a 5. Damn it. As they say in the industry, rats. Discussion concluded, followed by I don't want it to be done. Hello? Chalkboard's been showing up a lot? True. What's his technique? Okay, we're not. We're just not. We're not. That's I'm ending the sentence there. We're not. Okay? Chalkboard Brock? 48 hundo. Did I just hear what's his technique? I'm gonna pretend that you didn't. And you should as well, for your own sake. Shout out Schmeckles being so chill. Bruh. That's so sad. What's the gooning meta? Crazy sentence. Let's go reroll. Let's go Celestial. The holy grail of Gold Stake. Wasn't I just complaining about Monoclay? No way we top deck the straight here, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Smash like, baby. That's not very cool. Good thing Sizak and Vaga aren't here anymore. Vaga, I guarantee you, has had a conversation with his chat that is like pretty much the same thing as what we just talked about. Sizak, that's a fair assessment. Sizak's too innocent to be chatting about gooning. Why is Jolly Joker such a huge meme in the community? It's purely because of the cryptid mod. Which I have not played, so I don't know the like exact origin, but there's some kind of meme with the cryptid mod in Jolly Jokers. I think there's just like a broken Joker that interacts with Jolly Joker or something like that. I don't exactly know. I mean, I like Cert. You can also just get a free double tag. Does that matter? I can get another double tag. Wait, this is huge. Pack it up. Dude, how many times have we seen this goofball today? Holy. Not that I'm complaining because, like, my goat, but, like, wow. I have arrived. Welcome in. Why should you game? I was not expecting that to win. Also, I'm paying way too much in rent. I need some gold cards or some kind of econ joker. That also works temporarily. Blue seal on a chalkboard card? Do my eyes deceive me? A guy in the Discord server would spam the letter M constantly in all the channels. When asked his favorite Joker, he said Jolly Joker. Gotcha. Streamer, if you double tag the double tag, then you get 2 double tags because it doubles. Yeah, surely that's how it works, right? I didn't want to get rid of the 6 because multiplayer brain rot with, like, never getting rid of 6 cents value, but then I wouldn't have a pair to ship, which would be quite tragic. Actually, I think I'm just going to do this. Because if I ship the pair, it might win right off. It might not win right off the bat, and then I wouldn't get my blue seals, and that would be tragic. I blocked 1 anyway. Okay, you know what? 1 is better than 0. It's fine. His least favorite Joker. Gotcha. By the way, Shock, it's me, Warhammer. Got it. That makes sense. Seed money lets me pay for these rentals. That seems like a good play. That's the wrong suit, but whatever. Who's Warhammer? Never heard of him? I don't know, man. I was just trying to be polite. Was it like playing all 39k games to prepare for Warhammer 40k? Dude, for real, I've always wondered. Shock, remember our house is on the line, so you better win. I don't want to be homeless. That is true. Oh, give me my better blue seal. Please. No! Throwing away so much value. And now I have to death something so that I can proc chalkboard. Actually, I don't, but I'm going to anyway. Because I don't just want to block death like a stupid chud. What's up, Andy? I got 20 cents on you failing, so do what you will with that information. Sounds good, man. Hey, cut me in on 7 cents of that, and I'll rug pull. I'll throw the game. We got ourselves a deal. How's Shade? What? What did you even just ask me? This is gonna be another game where I have to take bones, isn't it? Oh, Flint? Yeah, it might unironically be the case. Bye-bye, Cert. Andy, just completely unrelated question. How... do you work at a grocery store? And if you do, how many times can you goon it in one day? Shabirthday... Like Shabirthday, how's Shade? How is Shade? Answer the question. It's pretty good, I guess. Not bad at all. Question mark. This is not... I need to grab my other blue seal and moon that. Do with that info what you will. Alright, well, I guess I'm just doing this. It's going Shawel, one might say. Yo, mod that guy. Are you gonna ask how Arshade went? Well, bro, I can ask Andy. How I asked at the beginning of the day, dude. So if you weren't here, that's just skill issue. I don't know what to tell you. Wow, no Mercury card. All right. I guess I'm just like a stupid chud. I guess I'll just like hang my head low and just like kick rocks. Close enough, and I can goon it probably 5 to 6 times. Thanks, Andy. This was crucial information for my chat, by the way. You asked at the beginning of the what? The stream. I said stream. Did I not? Streamer, don't you think I should get the artist role because MS Paint is a piece of art? Is there an artist role? The only one that would have one would be Luca. Oh, artist role for Twitch. Yeah, no, nobody's getting that. I don't care. By the way, Shock, do you believe Andrew's 5 to 6 times claim out of curiosity? Yeah, definitely. You would not really have to twist my arm to get me to believe that, so to speak. Mike, do you get upset when you shit after a shower? Why would one get upset? Out of curiosity. Why would that be upsetting to somebody? Funniest question I've heard all stream. Most confusing question I've heard all stream. What? Why would I find that upsetting in any way, shape, or form? Because you... What are we... I'm so glad I said this was the last game of the night. Trousers is the gambit. We full pivot here. I think I'm still alive, right? I might have just doomed the whole run. Yay, Sun card! This game hates me, bro. It's actually crazy. Febreze always does its trick. Got some recurring characters tonight, huh? Yeah, a couple. Like, literally over half my lineup. King of Hearts? That's, like, actually high-key not useful information. That's huge. Love that for us. Wait, where Auntie 6 was too busy laughing. Fair. Reasonable. Dare I say. Ten of clubs. Worst case scenario, we gotta play the gold. Streamer, next time you do a mime stream, can you put some effort into cosplay mime? I would assume that we're not gonna do another one of those, but like, yeah, I can in the future. If I do another one, sure. I think I'm just taking the banana here because Cavendish would be funny. Never mind. Bootstraps is definitely the play. That's like unironically not that bad. Sell this to get plus 10 on bootstraps. Sizat cosplayed Baron? True. We gotta do a collab. I thought we were gonna pivot to 3 Oak. Are uncommons not worth it? What do you mean? Oh, just to like slot in for X-Molt? I guess they are over the... No, the runners are ×2. I can't read. No, they're not worth. I would say not anywhere. Are they in a relationship? Bro said I can't leak that. I mean, it is Sizak, bro. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't be open to it. The arm. Like, bro, this is just so buns. Also, hello, stupid. Welcome in. Go for that Mercury card angle. Huge. Rude. Is chat just always gonna call me out when I address stupid by their username? Because if so, that's funny, but like, bro. Yes, I mean, fair enough, man. That's basically 6-7. I don't even see the relevance there, but I mean, yeah, I guess it is 6-7, man. That's like so 6-7. Every time 6-7 chat says 6-7. That is true. Okay, I am understanding the relevance. Let's go like this. That lucky proc was also like fantastic. Just gotta say. Have I had seed money this whole time? I have been at $25 for like this entire run. Have I not? Yo, I'm okay. Yet again, I say I'm glad we said this was the last run of the night, because like, holy washed, Batman. Good lord. Talisman? Sure. When did we buy seed money? Beats me, man. No idea. I'm just gonna keep it real. Lucky proc here would be fire. Either way. That's actually huge. Oh, I'm gonna lose like 50 planet levels. This is not bueno. Doesn't matter, I guess. Wow. Any blue seals? Yeah. I'll take one. I'm not gonna greed. I didn't even know you bought vouchers this run. Well, I knew we had the reroll ones because I was rerolling. Like, a lot. Bones relevant into Vessel? Cinema. Bones is S tier. Bones is S tier. Low-key called that. Arm is kinda chud for real. Arm definitely gets beat up for its lunch money. I can just tell. I can just feel the aura off of Arm. Or I guess the lack thereof. I gotta discard these just so I can maybe use this moon card more efficiently. Doesn't end up happening, but that's okay. Early seed money is such a bait unless you're doing boots/bull. I mean, like, anti-2 seed money is obviously not good, but like anti-3 and beyond, I like seed money quite a bit. I can't lie. I unfortunately am just a stupid chud and completely forgot that I took it. But that's nothing against seed money. That's more just me being an idiot. Hang the Reds. U.S. government in the I was going to say 60s and 70s, but I guess it's more 50s and 60s and 70s. About to scam our way into a W? It's not even a scam, dude. This was the entire purpose of us taking the Bonester. 60s and 70s, huh? That's what I was getting geared up to clip farm, but... Alright. Let's beat Vessel. Julius and Ethel Rosenberg reference? You know ball. What Balatro Joker is the most aura? I don't remember if I read that chat, but I definitely didn't respond to it. It's got to be Senor Huesos, no? Just look at... hang on. There's a lot of content. There's a couple of good contenders in our lineup. I think Senor Huesos has aura, and I think Baseball Card has aura. Chico? Could not disagree more, I'm sorry. Nah, Chico has aura, I'll give you that. But the most aura is kind of wild. That's a crazy statement. Looks like I'm going 1-in-15 on winning predictions. That's actually tragic, man. You'll get that win rate doubler in no time, dude. Trust me. Trust. All right, GGWP. 3-2 for stream, not too bad. Should have been 5-0, bruh. If I just took that damn acrobat. No, it's fine. It's fine. All right. We were locked in. Last prediction is being paid out. Let's see who we're going to raid. While I'm looking for somebody to raid, if you want to do !YT and !Discord, you can join you can sub to the YouTube for daily videos on there. And you can also join the Discord where you will get notified of scheduling and etc. and so on. And you just have another spot to yap about Balatro and pretty much whatever you want, man. The Discord's kind of chill like that. The only name that I recognize in Balatro is Brooksley. So let's give a good old Brooksley raid. They are also gold streaking, and they are on a 0 streak. I feel that. Bang. All right. Chat will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream is 11 p.m. We're going to do Balatro Gold Stake into random games. So we'll just spin the random games wheel. I got all my preds right. Chat, we really got... This is a whole, like, abbreviating cyberpunk type of thing. We really got to stop abbreviating predictions as preds. Like, this is just not going to end up well. Shock, I think I'm early. I think so, too. All right. But, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, 11 p.m. Central, my time. Chat, thank y'all for watching. If you're a raider, thank you for participating in the stream thus far. Love y'all. Stay safe out there. Sleep well. And have a good one. If you're new around here, I hope you catch me in the future at some point. And if you are not new around here, probably I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Stay safe out there. See you tomorrow.